I look in the mirror and barely know myself. Lines growing clearer. I think I need some help. I swear. I'm going out my head. Feels like the world is falling. I'm going out my head. Destiny is short enough calling. I look at the wall, but I can't tell the time. A child of the fall. I need some grand design. I look to the sky and pray to the great unseen. I don't wanna die. I wanna live as sure as I believe. I swear. I'm going out my head. Feels like the world is falling. I'm going out my head. Destiny is short enough calling. I'm going out my head. Feels like the world is falling. I'm going out my head. Can't you hear the Savior calling? Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto. Sicut erat in principio et nunc et semper et in saecula saeculorum. Amen. I swear. Going out my head. Feels like the world is falling. I'm going out my head. Destiny is short enough calling. I'm going out my head. I'm going out my head. Feels like the world is falling. I'm going out my head. Can't you hear the Savior calling? It'll happen someday. she'll forget about you. She'll forget about all your lies for her own slice of truth. I swear I miss you from happy days past, back when I always thought love would always last. Oh, I hope heaven, oh, I hope heaven, oh, I hope heaven finds you. Someday I'll call you. Someday we'll try to reconcile all the days that we let slip by. I'll try to forgive you, but I'll never forget. I learned my lessons from all your regrets. So I hope heaven, oh, I hope heaven, oh, I hope heaven finds you. Oh, heaven finds you. Oh, yes I do. Oh, heaven finds you.
It's your home, so treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. With PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
This is Matt Woodham with Woodham Southside Firestone. As a businessman, you need to watch your advertising dollars. We've been using Blue Water Broadcasting for many years. Blue Water Broadcasting is the biggest bang for your buck. Blue Water Broadcasting and Woodham Southside Firestone, a great combination.
Radio works. It's as simple as that. Call us to find out how radio can work for your business. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's News and Views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Clark.
Welcome in. Beautiful day. Thank God for another beautiful day, and it's primary day. I'm tired of the text messages, but I've already done my duty and voted. But yes, again, thank God for a beautiful day. Hopefully it'll be a beautiful show, packed show. And Montgomery needs a new mayor. I was talking to somebody saying, wait, is today, are they up? I'm like, no, that's next year. But welcome in. And joining us to kick off the show here, she is a candidate to be the next Attorney General for the great state of Alabama, Catherine Robertson, here in studio. And, of course, Byron Shee hanging out as well. But, Catherine, how you doing?
I'm doing great. It's hot out there, I'll say that.
It is.
But, you want to have me on and talk about Montgomery needing a new mayor? We can talk about that next time.
Yeah, absolutely. Every day we need that reminder.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, it's primary day. Like, how do you feel about the campaign? How do you feel about today right now?
I feel great about the race we've run. I really do. I mean, we have circled this state all while holding down the job in the AG's office. I think I've done the best I could at both things at once, which was not an easy task, actually a lot harder than I anticipated. But I feel great about it. We were out driving around Birmingham this morning, going to drive around Montgomery this afternoon, and we'll see what happens.
Now, this race got a little... I would say the back and forth got a little nasty, which is always unfortunate because I just personally, I discount the negative stuff.
Yeah.
I'd like to get to know people. I've gotten to know you pretty well. I'll just be straight up with folks. I voted for Catherine Robertson.
Appreciate that very much.
And I just getting to know you and seeing the work you've been doing, not only in your current job, but like what you hope to do, very much appreciated that. But yeah, it's unfortunate that the attack ads, that it went to this direction, but I guess that means it's actually competitive.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, look, the minute I started pulling ahead early on, you just saw the mudslinging go. But that's okay. I mean, look, Republican primaries are hard because everybody sort of sounds the same. And so at some point you have to differentiate yourself. You can either do that on the real issues and real information, or you can do it on crap. But either way, you got to set yourself apart. And so, looks like we've been able to do that. We'll find out tonight. But, this whole race for me has just been about the fact that I know how to run that office. We need somebody that can get in there on day one. We've got 2 years left of Trump. We've got a new slate of people coming in to run our state. They're going to need an attorney general that doesn't need any on-the-job training. Now,
I want to go to the thing there's going to be more elections after today. Not in your race, but other, say, like the congressional House race.
Oh, yeah.
I think the first time we met and we're talking on this show, we were talking about the possibility of the Calais case and so much it was coming down. And so Now we're here and saw how quickly people, the AG's office, moved on this. I mean, just what do you think of the redistricting?
Yeah, I mean, look, I really wish the decision had come out sooner.
Yeah.
I think you've heard some sort of leaks out of the court that it was the libs dragging their feet on the dissents, which made no difference at all. But the timing really put red states in a bind. And so we, jumped in there early. We've been filing our little hearts out in two different cases. The legislative map case, which will impact Montgomery and my friend Senator Barfoot, and then the congressional maps, which will affect everybody. And so we're duking it out. We're hoping for a quick outcome, and we want to see these elections go forward under a different map.
Now, let's just do kind of a basic, what's the nature of what you're trying to get done? Maybe there are folks just tuning in today. Just I got to decide before I go to the polls. What the 5 minutes say, this is what I want to do as Attorney General of the great state of Alabama?
Yeah, I mean, the Attorney General has two main jobs. I would say making the state safer and the country freer. You make the country freer by giving the states more power. And so every day when we're going to work is one of those two things. We're either fighting for public safety and law and order, or we're fighting for Alabama nationally to make sure that we reclaim our sovereignty. We've got unfinished business. We do. We have not had Trump in office the majority of the 10 years I've been there. We've got 2 years left of a DOJ that wants to work with the states. And so whether it's redistricting, whether it's our prison litigation, whether it's desegregation orders that our public schools are still under from 40 and 50 years ago, these are things we need to accomplish now. And so I don't want to waste a single day. We are, working on these issues now, but I want to do more. I have great relationships with this administration, and I want to squeeze every good thing we can for Alabama out of his remaining term. But I also want to be able to help our new governor. We're going to have all kind of new people running our state. I think it's a great opportunity. They're going to need an attorney general that they can count on, that knows their way around the issues, and then there's nobody better positioned to do that than me because of the opportunity I've had over the last 10 years.
In my sense, I don't want to put words in Coach's mouth, but of course on the ballot, folks, he's Thomas Tuberville, which is interesting. But it sounds like Coach very much wants a tough on crime approach, especially in some of our big cities, and I'd imagine he needs an AG that's ready to back him up on that.
Well, he needs that, and he needs an attorney general that's going to be focused on our capital city, and that is one of the platforms that I have been running on. Y'all know that I'm from Selma. I'm 45 miles down the road. My hometown struggles from the same problems that Montgomery does. And so I've had a chip on my shoulder about that for a long time. A lot of the work I've done with the legislature has been to try to help Montgomery, but more has got to be done. We know that. And so I was a big proponent of the Barfoot bill to work on police staffing here in Montgomery, but I am going to be an attorney general that is not going to sit by and let this town go backwards anymore. We need to reclaim Montgomery. I filmed an ad specifically for the voters of Montgomery because it is something that I care about. Because this is my part of the state. This is where I'm from. This is where my family's been for 8 generations. And I care deeply about Alabama putting our best foot forward when it comes to our capital city.
Well, and I believe you got an endorsement. It's in the ad from former Mayor Strange.
Yeah, because you know why I wanted his endorsement? Because I remember what Montgomery was like under his leadership, and it has changed, not for the better, very, very quickly. And so I really wanted him to speak up for me, and I appreciated that so much because the partnership back then versus now is really different.
No, and just to double down on this idea, we are going to get new leadership. Are you truly excited about, it seems like we're getting a new generation of folks, just across the board, across all statewide offices, and not to say that the new up and coming generation won't make new mistakes.
Sure.
Stuff like that happens, but it does seem like we can breathe a little more, and try some new things, whereas before, we were stuck in, say, older ways.
We can. And I mean, look, when I started at the AG's office, Trump had just been elected, hadn't even been sworn in yet. Politics looks a lot different than it used to. The fight looks a lot different. And you're fighting on fronts you never thought you'd need to, and you have to fight a lot more aggressively than you used to. I mean, I hate to say it, but I do want to be a statesman, but at the same time, that doesn't win anymore. And so I just think things have changed so much that my age folks coming in, we've lived through that. We lived through Obama. We lived through, Trump's, very difficult first term. We lived through Biden, which is the worst thing we've ever seen. So, we're coming in, kind of have lived through what politics can look like and how bad things can be in Alabama when you have the wrong person in the White House. And so that's why I want to help push the president's agenda forward for his last 2 years, but also do everything we can in the good times to insulate Alabama from the things that came at us during the bad times.
Now, is this your first time running for office?
I've never run for office, never even thought about it until about 18 months ago.
That's very much to your credit. I was asking Jared Hudson this the other day, what does your family think of this experience?
Obviously they had to be on board. I've got two young children. My husband has a career that he likes to, get to partake in from time to time, but he's had to kind of be mom for a while. And that's not the way I want it to be permanently. I've been able to juggle this job and my family well. The campaign is a totally different beast. It's like taking on a full second job. But, my husband said to me a long time ago, he said, you've always been behind the scenes making other people look great. Just put your own name on the ballot. And that resonated with me.
That's awesome.
I've never wanted the accolades, and honestly, I still don't. But I want the job. I want the opportunity to do the job. And I think if I do the job well, it will be a benefit to my children in years to come.
Amen. I'd imagine it's almost like when you get time with family, it's like, back to the world I've always known, back to
exactly.
It can be almost hyper real in the middle of a campaign.
It's crazy. I mean, you get off the campaign trail, walk into a dance recital, leave the dance recital, walk to a baseball game, and then you're back, in Chilton County giving a speech to a GOP club, and you just have to roll with it.
And I'd imagine you've traveled all up and down the state.
I have. I mean, when I was pursuing the Alpha endorsement, which I was so pleased to get, I went to just about all 67 counties. The ones I didn't hit on that circuit, I eventually got to. So I've seen all parts of our state, and I think a lot of candidates will tell you this, but it'll make you love it more, and it'll make you want to fight to preserve what we have. Because, I look next door in Georgia, and I see how quickly most of Georgia is conservative, but you don't know it from the outcomes of their elections because of Atlanta. And so that could easily be us.
Easily.
Nashville and Tennessee is getting more liberal. That could be us too. And so we just can't take it for granted. And that's the thing that I think when I visit these farmers, when I visit the cattlemen, when I visit the police officers, we like Alabama. We want it to stay this way. And sometimes the AG's office really is that last line of defense. And I'm proud to want to play that role.
And also, you seem like you, if I'm remembering correctly, you have experience with the legislature, like actually working with them. So when we talk about you supported the bill by Will Barfoot, Senator Barfoot's bill about crime in Montgomery. It's not just like vocally, I support this.
Like
you
over
were
there
there
with my sleeves rolled up. Yeah, for sure. Barfoot and I have been allies for a long time. He carried the gang bill that I helped author a couple years ago. He's helped me on the bill that reduces good time for violent offenders. I see our job at the AG's office as really being the thought leader on criminal justice policy. When we got there, the AG's office was not playing that role. And so you had voices like the SPLC and the ACLU and Alabama Appleseed, taking up space over in the State House and actually having some success because there wasn't one person going, absolutely not.
Right.
And so that was something I really felt like we needed to step into early. And our record is great. I mean, every bill I've taken over there, they've passed, sometimes with bipartisan support, and our criminal justice system is stronger because of that.
Well, and there's one bill, because I just had to do a deep dive because 1819 asked me to do a magazine article about it. It's not just helping to draft and think through legislation, that once a piece of legislation, especially when it's controversial, say it shouldn't be controversial, but banning, say, sex changes for children, hormone therapy, and all these things, y'all were very successful there at the AG's office and actually defending this and very early.
That's right.
And this was before Matt Walsh's What is a Woman documentary. This was a time where folks were still like, people
didn't really think it was a problem. And I hear that a lot. I've been very vocal about the girls' sports issue and all the Title IX work that we've done out of the office. And people go, why are you talking about that? We don't have those problems here. And I'm like, why do you think we don't have these problems here? It's because somebody actually did something about it. We didn't wait to have these problems. We were proactive. The legislature passed bills on these topics. They got challenged. We defended them. And, that's why we don't have these problems. Again, it's the vigilance. You see something happening in Seattle, just because it's not happening in Montgomery doesn't mean it won't.
Right.
So you got to get ahead of it. And our state's been very forward thinking on that.
Yeah, and it's very good to be on top of it, very good to be actually ahead of the game on a few things.
Yeah.
I would like to beat DeSantis on a few things, like, ending property tax, but I think that's a uniquely Florida thing. I'm just dreaming over here.
I know.
But no, Alabama, especially on those, very important. I think some of what was happening in that particular issue is just crazy. Now, one down the road, we mentioned the prisons and the ongoing litigation there, and I know you can't talk about ongoing litigation, but it does seem like we still have a problem here in the state, especially because the bond they took out is only going to cover one prison bill, not two, as initially proposed. So it seems like we have a lot more work to do on that front.
Definitely a lot more work to do. I think the first new prison is set to open at the beginning of the year. That's going to go a long way. My job is to get this litigation wrapped up. It costs the state too much money. It's rough. And honestly, it's an opportunity for the federal government to beat us around a little bit.
Sure.
I mean, our case is against the Justice Department. So even though, we're friends in most spaces, it's difficult. And so it's a goal of mine to get that absolutely wrapped up, hopefully by the end of this year. We're working towards that. And then we'll be able to kind of go back to just focusing on hiring, staffing our prisons well, and keeping them secure. Obviously, new facilities will play a role in that.
Would you have any role in maybe talking to a governor or legislators about, like, what are solutions, potential ways to build up prisons or just facilities in general where it maybe doesn't cost quite as much, but it also is effective in rehabilitation, all these other things?
Yeah, I mean, if the incoming governor wants me to be a part of that conversation, I absolutely will be. That has traditionally sort of been the governor's project that she has led on.
Sure.
We're sort of on the back end defending the prisons themselves, but we have a ton of interaction with DOJ, DOC, DOJ, the legislature. We're in the mix for sure. Some of those decisions aren't in my jurisdiction, but I absolutely want to help Coach Tuberville get up to speed on all this and for him to be a part of a solution.
Now, again, folks, we've been talking here for the last 20 minutes with Catherine Robertson, and if you haven't gone and voted yet, consider voting for her. And if folks, they're hearing us talk, but if they want to say, look at real quick at a website, want to look at some of the issues where you stand on them themselves, how can they do so? Yeah,
CatherineForAG.com, or you can find us on any social media platform. We'll be bopping around today and posting a lot.
So you're going around Montgomery, you're going to head up back to Birmingham.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, look, my life is in two places.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time here in Montgomery. I spend a lot of time in Birmingham where I actually live and spend a lot of time at the farm right down the road. So wanted to make sure I touched as many voters as I could today.
Awesome. Well, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Because, I want you to win. I voted for you.
Thank you, sir.
And if I don't mind, what are you wearing there on your necklace there?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
This is it's a little symbol, and it stands for God is greater than the ups and the downs. And I think that is a pretty good motto for the campaign trail. It's a good motto for life anyway. But the coolest thing about this is I was wearing this recently when I visited with some friends at the Bibb County Sheriff's Office, and this investigator pulled up his sleeve, and he had a huge tattoo of it across his forearm. And I was like, let's go.
I love it.
My people.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I asked. Well, I appreciate it, Catherine. Great seeing you. And again, best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Y'all, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings, 6 till 9, and afternoons, 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
I was in foot pain for 20 years, trying to give it relief, buying all these different insoles. Drugstore insoles, custom insoles. I spent thousands of dollars. I bought all these products, and not a single one worked. I really, truly needed to have relief in my feet. And the Good Feet arch supports were what gave me the relief I needed.
For over 20 years, we've been helping people like Teresa actually live the life they love without their feet getting in the way.
They wanted to make sure that I got something that my feet felt good in, not somebody else's feet. I love the fact that I can wear these arch supports in all my shoes. I have boots, I have cowboy boots, I have running shoes, I have walking shoes, I have flat shoes, I have heels. It makes me so happy. If you ask my husband, he will crack up because there is no store I would rather go in than a shoe store. I'm Teresa, and that's my Good Feet story.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
Yes?
Yeah, I'm Bill. You called about some breakers tripping?
Oh, yes, Bill. My brother-in-law says you can do almost anything.
That's me. Not much I hadn't seen.
Do you really want someone who does almost anything in your electric box? Think about that, because each year thousands of home fires are caused by faulty wiring. That's why you want a professional, like the electricians at Crosby Electric.
Bill, how's it going? Bill, ooh, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, well, I didn't really need my eyebrows anyway.
At Crosby Electric, all technicians undergo rigorous safety training, as well as background checks, drug testing, and continuing education.
Bill, you think maybe I should call a real electrician?
No, these little slip-ups happen. Everybody does it.
Really?
No, not really. When you need professional electric work, or you just like someone to assess your home for safety, call the experts at Crosby Electric, 272-2085, or visit us at crosbyelectric.com.
a man who's done a fantastic job, Sheriff Matt Gentry. Thank you.
When Alabama families needed protecting, Matt Gentry answered the call. For nearly 30 years as a Marine, a deputy, and now the Sheriff of Coleman County, he's stood between us and danger. Now, Matt is taking that same no-nonsense approach to the Public Service Commission to stand up for Alabama ratepayers and fight back against liberal green energy agendas that threaten our way of life.
From small farms to front porches, people deserve someone that will fight for them, someone who understands them and understands their struggles. I'm Matt Gentry. I'm asking for your prayers, your support, and your vote for the Public Service Commission.
Because Alabama doesn't need more politics. It needs a sheriff. Paid for by Gentry for PSC. P.O. Box 655, Coleman Avenue, 35056.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason. Wall Street is trending lower as oil prices remain above $100 per barrel. Financial and energy markets remain unsure about the prospects for a resolution of the Iran war. Benchmark U.S. crude lost 41 cents to 103.97 per barrel. Brent crude dipped 95 cents to 111.15. Oil prices have fluctuated but largely remained above $100, with the summer driving season beginning on Monday. Investors are awaiting NVIDIA's first quarter results due tomorrow. The chip maker has routinely blown past analyst expectations each quarter while forecasting more growth. Home Depot shares barely budged after the home improvement retailer's most recent results came out ahead of Wall Street's expectations. This even as profits fell from 1 year ago. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomas.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this, listen close, you get a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. It's a standard summertime forecast, except it's not summer yet. Good bit of sunshine mixed in with a few clouds. You'll feel the humidity with a high temperature up to about 90. Tonight, slow down to about 68. Then the forecast for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, very similar each day with, a sun and cloud mix with high temperatures each day right around 90, with some spotty, random pop-up showers and storms in the afternoon and evening hours. Most towns stay dry. Lows at night in the upper 60s. Not much day-to-day change, except the storms may be a little bit more numerous over the weekend. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Big dreams for your home on a tight budget? ASE's $26.26 as you covered. Unlock your home's equity with just $26 in closing costs. No fees, no headaches. Visit your local ASE branch today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 420259.
If it concerns your community, you'll hear about it on News Talk 93.1. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Joey Clark. Byron Sheehy here in the studio.
That was a fun interview, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's election day, so I have to remember that I've been thinking about this for about a year now.
I've been trying not to think about it for about a year.
And so, you figure out ways to... I feel like I'm asking the same question all over again, and then again, and then again. But I like Catherine Robertson a lot. I think she'll be a great attorney general, but we'll see. We'll see how it all shakes out. It could be there's a runoff in that race. It could be very well. There's probably most likely going to be a runoff on the lieutenant governor race. Just the amount of candidates, even with John Wall getting that Trump endorsement, the amount of candidates. And I think John Wall was telling me that yesterday on the show. Senate will most likely end up runoff as well. I'll just be blunt. I will tell Congressman Moore this. I voted for Barry Moore. I think it's going to be Barry Moore, Jared Hudson in that runoff. And again, I'm happy to have candidates on, and y'all know my interview style. I'm very, very affable, so to speak. Affable isn't the right word. That's not the right tone.
You're a pushover?
Pushover? Yeah, pushover's one. Or he doesn't hit them on the issue. You mean all the stupid red meat that is a negative attack
you're
at
very
stuff?
polite. You don't ask gotcha
Deferential.
questions.
Deferential, I think
call them
is the word.
softballs.
Softballs, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think here's what it is. Like, I'll pick my person. Like I just said, I voted for Katherine Robertson. Like I voted for Caroline Dobson. I voted for Stuart Tankersley for LG. That one you could see coming for days in my doctor. But at the end of the day, perhaps I don't really care who wins. So when I see like the heated negative thing that the person wants me to ask about, I'm like, is it that important? Or are you just getting them? You just creating daylight? Is this Jerry Springer, or are we actually having a real conversation here?
You know when it gets personal.
Yeah, we can't.
They can't hide it.
Oh, yeah, it can get quite personal. Anyway, Barry Moore will be on, I believe, at 1:30, joining us via the stream. And get out there and vote. I went and got it done right after church. And I was at Eastmont, and actually there was a little bit of a line.
Good.
Eastmont Baptist Church there on Atlanta Highway. Right down the road from where I was at St. Pete.
I'm going to go after the show.
Yeah, it was quick, easy, not a long ballot. I voted, I believe, yes on both amendments. Both kind of made sense to me. One, I guess, is to allow even more crimes. Judges could deny bail. The other is that you can't change a DA's salary like in the middle of them serving. Like that, yeah, kind of makes sense.
Let's limit the political retribution.
Yeah,
yeah,
makes sense. And then I'm trying to think of the rest of the ballots, like rest of the races. Well, that's one thing that did strike me as Coach Tuberville. We know him as Tommy Tuberville. We know him as Coach, as Senator Tuberville. He's on the ballot as Thomas Tuberville, which is odd to me. Why is he on there as Thomas? I've never heard the man called Thomas.
He's going to be called governor. I mean,
I know.
Call him whatever you
But
want
I'm almost
to
wondering,
after
is that some like legal thing?
I'm sure it is.
Like
Probably
if some sort of challenge is happening, it's like, no, it's Thomas Tuberville. The same name is on this deed of this house.
That's
here.
right. There's probably some
Right.
legal documentation.
I don't
somewhere.
know. It struck me as like, that's odd. Because in public, I believe when he ran for Senate, he was Tommy, if I'm remembering correctly.
I can't remember that far back.
Yeah, I don't know. But that struck me as strange. Anyway, get out there, vote, get your little sticker. And there are always a lot of lovely people there, too.
I love seeing the nice old people who, I mean, they get jazzed up for their poll watching and poll work and all that sort of stuff.
Though they're like folks working a campaign, I think I was racially profiled. They didn't even try to talk to me.
Most of those people out there don't talk to anybody. They really don't want to be there. It's just, do I have to stand out and give this to somebody if they ask for it? A lot of people are instructed to kind of stand down unless people engage them.
I got my hair up in a man bun. I could be a Democrat. Like, you can't just say, oh, he's white, he's voting Republican. What is that?
No.
Yeah, you look at me, just looking at me, you didn't know who I was. You can't tell if I'm voting Democrat or Republican.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, because at the end of the day, I don't really care who wins. But, I do, to the point of I wouldn't vote it. And y'all should get out there and do the same. And if anything crazy is going on out there, if you sniff anything that smells strange or have an experience at the polls, you're always welcome to call 334-272-9228.
Were the down ballot races very cluttered? I can't remember. Are there many challenge seats?
Like
for the locals?
Oh, local, like for the executive committee stuff? Yeah. No.
Just status quo.
Yeah, it was like one was Greg Poole and Perry Hoopa, and I went with Greg. But all those were head-to-head, essentially.
Okay.
And then there's an option to get just an amendment-only ballot. That was an option. When I gave them the ID, just for folks who want to know, give them your ID, that little touch screen, you can pick Republican, Democrat, or just amendments only, which is interesting. But, you know, if you want to vote in the runoff, on which will be a lot of runoff races, vote Republican. I mean, we'll see how it all shakes out. But I think we're going to have a lot more campaigning for runoffs right after this, and then qualifying for the new congressional House seats coming up. Like, who knows who jumps into that race? Because we're going to have a lot of folks, I'm sure, wanting to talk to us and talk to other folks in this media market as the old District 2 essentially has been brought back. So a lot of the folks that were running against Jerry Carl, and I assume Jerry's going to do quite well down there now in the more traditional, say, Southern Alabama District 1. So Rhett Marcus is definitely going to be looking to get some exposure in this media market. I believe I've seen people have reached out from Joshua McKee's campaign. But who knows who jumps in? Like, it could be anybody's game at this point.
But it's only going to be about a 48, 72-hour qualifying window?
Yeah, something like that. Real short window. But, I mean, if you really want to run, like, go.
Are the people who win the nomination, are they going to have to pay the qualifying fee? Do you know that for the new one?
I have no idea. But also, I believe the executive committee for the GOP passed a rule that, say you win, like, a nomination to be the state senator, like you win the Republican nomination. If you want to run for Congress in this new special election, you have to drop that nomination. So you can't double dip. You can't have essentially a safety net to run for Congress, and then you end up back in your state gig.
It's still kind of the mindset of you can only be on the ballot once, I guess.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Let's go to line one. You're on there. Who's this?
Hey, Dennis Mitchell, guys. No time, no talk.
Hey, Dennis, how you doing?
How y'all doing? I'm doing good. I was calling to let you know I voted earlier this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I voted at Passion Church. I was number 95 on one of the sides of the polling thing, you know.
You were early.
Yeah, 95 is. I don't know if that's good or not. I asked polling worker there. That's the one on West Ferry Road, Passion Church. She said the turnout was steady when I asked her.
That's good. You want to say who you voted for on some of the races?
Well, one of the races for AG, I went with Pam Casey.
Okay.
And for Ag Commissioner, I went with Jack Williams.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people like his big old hat.
Yeah, he's got a good cowboy hat, don't he? well, guys, I want to ask you, what do you think's going to be the surprise tonight?
Okay, here's a potential surprise, and it would be a true surprise. Barry Moore wins it outright. He gets over 50% and gets the nomination outright, no runoff.
And what about Lieutenant Governor's race? What percent of the votes you think Stuart Tankersley and Rick Pate will get?
I don't know. There's so many people in that race. It's hard to know. Wall will get the plurality with the Trump backing, but
right.
I think it's Allen.
Wes Allen, yeah, I forget. I always forget that Wes Allen's in that race because Wes Allen, Rick Pate, both have good names. I think Tankersley's been getting out there. I don't know. That one I think is going to end up like Wall's in the runoff. We don't know who's going to be number 2.
Yeah, it's going to be, guys. It's going to be pretty interesting. You know, what about the congressional races that? Since they redrew the lines, I wonder who's all going to run in the new drawn districts, I wonder.
Yeah, who knows, because somebody's got to be able to spin it up, have some experience in, starting a campaign, actually managing one very quickly. I would love, I don't know if he would do it, I'd love Dick Brubaker to get in and actually run in a race he could really win. I would love to see more I'll put it this way, I'd love to see more people get in than the current crop of who were running in South Alabama.
Well, Joey, I agree with you, man. You know, one thing that we haven't had in the governor's race in a primary in a long time is a competitive primary. You know, maybe 4 or 8 years down the road, maybe we'll finally get a governor's race that we'll have a very competitive primary with the runoff. We haven't had that in many years, you know, so
right.
It'd be interesting. Well, guys, I want to say y'all have a good day and take care, Captain Joey.
Appreciate it, Dennis.
See you, Dennis.
Did you go vote, Eddie?
Oh, yeah.
You got a sticker.
Well, I got my receipt.
Yeah, you want to say who you voted for on certain things?
We can go down the list. I voted for the ones I liked. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been open about the people I voted for.
No, honestly, without seeing a ballot in front of me, I don't remember.
For Senate.
I don't remember.
You don't, you know.
I remember names. I mean, I'm sorry, I got a lot going on.
What, did you
Thomas. I voted for Thomas.
You voted for Thomas.
I did vote
Tuberville?
for Thomas.
Okay.
I voted for our good friend Caroline. I loved her to death.
Caroline, okay.
Yep. I voted for the Triple C. Of course, had to vote for her.
I voted for Andrew Sorrell for audit.
I voted for Sorrell.
Yeah.
Yep. Or not Thomas. Our Lake Jordan guy, Barry's going to call in later on. I voted for him. Barry Moore.
Oh, you voted for Barry Moore?
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
How's Barry a Lake Jordan guy?
He made a promise, it's been a couple years ago, that if he won or if he did something, he would water ski in the winter, and he did. So
That's awesome.
That's all I need. That won me right. I mean, I know I'm a simple man. That won me. Guy kept his word. Yeah, kept his word. So what I'm going with.
I thought that was a hoot of a time too, man.
Yeah.
Do you remember who you did with AG?
I do not.
The American voter. Folks.
Darn it. I do not. I want to say I went with a name I didn't even recognize on that one, to be quite honest.
No, this is my favorite thing, by the way, because you've been on campaigns, Byron. Like the amount of work, the amount of money, the amount of also just emotions and dedication, like commitment if you're the candidate, especially your name and your face out there. And it can come down to like guys like, well, remember that game at Cracker Barrel where you have to hop and the golf tees?
Yeah, what was his name?
Yeah, we bet on who could get if you leave one, it's that person. I'll leave two, it's that person. That's how I decided.
Sometimes.
And it's gotta hurt.
I know all the names, but even as I was going down the ballot, I had to stop and think, I had to put a picture with a face a couple times. But
Yeah.
Most of them I really knew who I was voting for. Other times, I'll be honest, I did the whole Gomer Pyle, whichever finger vibrates the most, that's one you go with.
See, I try to skip those. I feel like if they haven't done a good enough job that they're at least on my radar, I'm not educated enough to.
This is where we're different. I feel so guilty that they spent this money in advertising. At least one of them deserves a vote.
So how do you know your vibrations can be trusted? Because I know you've been playing with the Ouija board of late.
Well, it depends, because this pinky here got smashed the other day, so I had to use my left hand. So I could be off. The whole system could be off.
The first sign of possession.
Yeah, you know what they call left-handed voting?
What's that?
What you texted me this morning. Let's go to First Cav. Hey, First Cav, how you doing?
Hey, Joy, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Hey, look here. I'm fixing to go vote. You know, I know the main candidate and everything, but as far as the other ones, I hate doing a straight ticket. Do you recommend anybody that I not vote for?
Anybody I'm just doggedly against? No, not really.
Not really, honestly.
No.
No, not really.
Yeah,
Not
no,
really,
like
not at
I'm
all.
trying to think of somebody that just pissed me off.
All of them are pretty good candidates, to be honest.
No, I can't think of anybody.
I hear you, because my wife was the same way. Said, well, you know, I know all the main candidates and stuff, so I was just wondering if you had anybody I definitely don't need to be voting for.
Ken McFeeters. Vote for Thomas Tuberville.
Thomas Tuberville, yes. Very important.
If you're on a first name basis, it's over.
Oh, Tuberville. Oh, yeah, he's got my vote for sure.
Yeah. No, that's just not how I've even been thinking of it. It's a great question, though. Like, that's a great way to whittle it down of like, okay, I don't like these people. So
No one I really don't like.
Right.
Right. You know, it's like, you know, what do you saw? Cut off the devil's head or whatever they quote is.
Well, I have one. Okay. I've been getting nonstop texts from Nicole Wadsworth. Don't vote for that woman.
I got my first one today.
Really? I'm like you. I get the text like crazy.
Yeah.
Of, hey, don't forget to vote today. Hey,
It's
don't forget to
driving
vote
me
today.
nuts. Driving me up
I liked
the
your
wall.
comment. If I get another text, I'm not voting.
I'm not voting for anybody. Y'all tried too hard.
Okay, guys. I appreciate it. I enjoy your show, Joey.
Appreciate it, First Guy.
Thanks.
272-9228.
What did you do on amendment-wise?
Yes. Why?
Yes, no.
Why'd you say no?
Because if you piss me off and I'm the governor or something, and you're one of my
You should be able to change the salary of the district attorney.
You down to $1 a day. Sorry, but that's just negotiating right there.
Does that work both ways?
No.
That's hilarious. So you
No,
were.
I
yes,
saw
no.
that, and I did. For the love of the fight, I want somebody to do it. So I'm like, yeah, keep that available.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, Amendment 1 is judges. It expands the amount of crimes judges could say you have no bail.
100% on that. 100%.
Yes, all day, every day, yes on that. The other one is a little more of like, what do you prefer? I voted yes on, essentially, you can't change a DA in the middle of their term salary.
Comes after me and I'm the governor, I can.
We got too much of that crap going on in this.
I love that actually made it to the ballot.
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't even know
what shouldn't be out there. Really.
Yeah, what are the origins of that? I can't even. I don't even remember. Anyway, hey, this part of the program brought to you by Cole Plumbing, and they're at Cole Plumbing. James Cole and the entire team ready to help you out with any and all of your plumbing issues. It could be something simple like your flapper on your toilet's broke. That's no fun. Or it could be, well, you have a major water leak inside.
That ain't no fun either, Joe.
Or maybe a gas line leak.
Even worse.
Yeah. If you smell gas, that's dangerous.
Yep.
Really, get out of the house and call Cole Plumbing. They can get that done. Or maybe you just want to upgrade to something nicer.
Tell you, maybe you want a nicer, taller toilet like we talked about. Or maybe you want a tankless hot water heater, which we've had installed, which saved us probably about 15-20% on our budget for hot water.
Or you could be like, baby, I want one of those fancy shower heads. Not one you can just go pick up at Home Depot.
No.
I can get a real nice one.
Where the whole wall sprays at you.
Yeah, exactly. Cole Plumbing can help you out in that regard. Again, across the board, they can help you with your plumbing needs. So you can always make an appointment online at coleplumbing.com or just give them a call direct at 279-8919. That's 279-8919. And just remember, folks, when you have trouble with your bowl,
call on Cole, Joey.
Let's go to Penny.
All right.
Hey, Penny.
Hey, guys. Yeah, I was just listening to you. And, Eddie, I'm going to vote the way you did. Yes for the First Amendment. Heck no for the Second Amendment. Isn't it blatant? Oh, my God.
You keep folks in mind.
So, you know what irks the trash out of me? It is so freaking ridiculous that we can put an amendment about your salary if you're the DA, but we can't get freaking term limits for the people to vote.
Amen, sister. Preach.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Yep.
And then I have to tell y'all about my idiocracies that came to mind the other day. Okay, I had to go buy a scrub brush so that I could clean the crap out of the bottom of my newer washing machine because we have come up with this antiquated way of saving freaking water in our wash machine, and now. Let's see, I'm 63 years old. I've never freaking even heard of having to clean a freaking wash machine.
It's a washing machine. It's supposed to clean itself.
So
right.
It cleans itself. I thought our country, I know it, I thought our country was supposed to go freaking forward and not backward. Okay, and then I have another one. You know how they've always said, when you drive your car, if you have interstate miles, that's the best mileage to put on your car. But if you start and stop and drive only in the city, that puts the worst wear and tear on your vehicle. So why in the freak do we have cars that automatically turn off when you stop at a freaking red light?
I hate it.
Oh, my God.
It drives me nuts. It's the dumbest thing in the world, especially here in the South. Okay, we need AC. If we're at a light, we need AC more than ever.
I hate the auto stop.
Yes.
I do, too. It's ridiculous, and that's why the cars don't last that long.
Yep.
It is so stupid. And this is my last pet peeve. Okay, do you know who's getting rich since they came out with toilets who has reduced water?
Who?
Roto-Rooter, because you don't have enough water to push the you-know-what down the freaking toilet.
Yep. Every once in a while, you got to come get a ramrod done. Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
What
why
happened?
are we going back ASS instead of forward?
Because we're saving the environment. We're saving the world.
Oh, my God.
One turd at a time.
I just had to vent, you guys, and I knew you would let me, so.
God bless you, Penny.
Go vote, guys. Have a good
Thank you,
one.
Penny.
That might be one of the best ads to stop data centers.
They were going to have one in Tallahassee. I just saw that they decided to scrap it.
Do you want water to flush your toilet? Say no to the data center.
Well, use the water left over from the data centers. Flush your toilet.
I like those space data centers.
Yeah.
I like my data being processed in orbit.
Yeah, I like people who are going to invest in that because I'll sell them some of that stuff too.
No, and apparently SpaceX is doing an IPO. That's going forward, and I don't know anything about that. I really don't.
Have you heard of Eddie's IPO?
What?
Yeah, Eddie's IPO.
I saw where BlackRock was trying to corner like 20% of the initial IPO.
Really?
Yeah. They want to be big.
Yeah, they
big
do.
players.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I don't know if it's right to jump in immediately or wait a month or two. I don't know. But
$10
I think
in
it's
there, see
like,
what happens.
of all the things to invest in, it's like, yeah, I think SpaceX and Elon have proven themselves to a large degree.
It's just a big scam, Joey. They just ain't cashed out yet.
Oh, goodness gracious. Now, like, did you see, like, Jesse Waters did a thing on the UFO stuff?
No, I
Where
haven't.
he's like, it's now officially confirmed they found 4 different types of alien beings recovered in crafts and stuff. I'm like,
what? What?
Crap. Bull crap.
4 different?
Right, and the more it was great talking to Lou Elizondo. I was like, you got any advice as more stuff comes out? He's like, stay close to your family and, pray. I'm like, yeah. The more I look at this stuff, I'm like, this is like some either psychological op or this is straight up demonic crap going on right now.
I think it's look at this while we do that.
Perhaps it's both.
I'm going to go with the former.
Yeah. Anyway, we got to hit a break. We'll
right.
get to all these calls right after this quick break.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Don't you love the feeling of coming home to a clean house? Let Southern Bell's cleaning service get your home in order. Families in the River region trust Southern Bell's because they know Callan and Jesse will show up on time and believe in cleaning the old-fashioned way. They bring all their own supplies and specialize in full-service, residential, commercial, vacant properties, and construction cleanup. Estimates are always free. Call Southern Bells today at 546-0715 or follow them on Facebook at Southern Bells Cleaning River Region.
News and talk without the static. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Let's go right to the phones. Let's talk to Dick Brubaker. Hey, Dick, how are you?
Hey, guys.
How you doing, man?
Happy Election Day.
Yay!
Hey, listen, you said before to your previous caller there was nobody you think the people should just vote against.
Mm-hmm.
Can I respectfully make a suggestion?
Okay.
Please.
Vote against all the incumbents on the Public Service Commission.
That's fantastic. Yes, I agree. That's well said.
I mean, our power, we pay the highest utility rates in the Southeast, and all of the incumbents we got now have gone along with every bit of it. And we just need some new people, guys.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I think I stand corrected.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and even if they're nice enough folks,
So
y'all
anyway.
went along with the wrong ones. I thought you were going to call to chew me out of suggesting you running for Congress.
I would, but I don't think there's much danger of anybody really believing that I would run again. I talked to a guy that's part of the Figures campaign. He asked me if I was going to go down there and qualify and just, see what happened if I threw my name in now that Montgomery's a bigger part of the district. And I said, no, because in 2 years, some other smart alecky federal judge is going to take this issue up again. And there's going to be some serious congressional district confusion for a while.
Yep.
And I will say that given the people who are running for Alabama 2 right now, any of them who are state legislators who voted for the gas tax do not need to be congressmen.
Amen.
So anyway, that's my 2 cents. That's all I wanted to say. I love your program.
Thank you, Dick. Appreciate
Thanks,
it,
Dick.
sir. Great hearing from you. Let's go to Has-Been. Hey, Has-Been, how you doing?
Hey guys, my hopes in Montgomery humanity was uplifted and then dashed just a few moments ago. I went to vote over at Del Rey Baptist. Not a parking spot could be found. I had to drive all over that place to get parked. I'm like, man,
Wow.
we are out voting today.
Yes.
No.
Is that
it was a
Eastmont?
graduation going on.
Oh.
Talarico.
No, where's Siri?
Oh, I'm where Siri, yeah.
Yeah. So I looked at the machines. The total count was probably about 328 or something right now at this time. And I'm pretty sure I spied young Boozer in the crowd.
Oh.
He ain't so young anymore. I guess you can go with old Boozer from now on. Thanks, guys.
This part of the program brought to you by Montgomery Men's Health. And there at Montgomery Men's Health, hey, maybe you're not feeling as young as you used to.
Right.
Maybe you just don't feel like the man you used to be. And it could be, issues in the bedroom like ED or PE, or it could be just confidence has dropped in the bedroom and across life. Like stuff you used to do without second thought, now you're second-guessing yourself. You're like, what's happened to me? Never used to be this way. Well, it could be signs of low testosterone, or you could have something else going on, or maybe just need help with weight loss.
Yeah, could be.
Just getting a little bit of that edge, that energy back, especially if you get in on the peptide game. A lot of folks doing the peptides.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing the peptides.
Lots of folks doing it.
Yeah, and it's wonderful. They now offer it at Montgomery Men's Health, so you can subscribe online, but then do in-person visits with them about managing the peptides you're taking. And so what you need to do, gentlemen, is just get by Montgomery Men's Health. Now, I know guys hate going to the doctor. I don't like procrastinating. Yeah, I'll get there. But 90-something% of men respond to treatment, and then after, they're like, why did I not do this sooner?
Yep.
Because I know I used to be this way. Just live miserably, like power through
That's
it.
the way it's supposed to be, right?
But you don't have to be that way. Montgomery Men's Health can help you out. So just get by there or just call them up, make an appointment at 334-440-3663. That's 440-3663. Or you can book online in under 30 seconds at MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. That's Montgomery Men's Health for every man in every season of life. Be sure to tell them that Joey, that fellow on the radio, sent you. I think Madeline Cannon's going to stop by here soon.
Dog.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
And Barry Moore joining us via the stream at 1:30.
Okay.
Looking forward to talking to Barry. No, and it was cool. Like, I remember I was doing the nighttime show, and we were talking about sex and drugs and stuff.
Rock and roll.
And rock and roll and
Rock and
music.
roll.
And it's like, is that boy high? He's like, answer is yes.
Yes.
But as I was thrown in kind of the Lion's Den and was co-hosting with Jack Campbell, and it was that first cycle, I remember back to where it's like, well, Jeff Coleman's got the money, and Jeff Coleman's got the name ID. And then Jessica Taylor's in that race, and she was running a fairly good campaign. Kind of doing that angle you've seen a lot, like let's say, attractive women who got the gift of gab, great personality, like go up there and just be spitfires. Like Anna Paulina Luna has done this quite well. Others have crashed out like Lauren Boebert. But, it seemed like a good lane. And Barry was a nice enough guy. I think the first interview, he was like, he seemed a little nervous on the first interview. And then to see Barry Moore squeak into the runoff with Jeff Coleman by a few hundred votes over Jessica Taylor, and then whoop Jeff Coleman in that weird COVID year, whooped him. And then from day one, he's been a Freedom Caucus guy.
Yep.
And it's like, wait, that guy who kind of got tied up with like the Hubbard stuff for a second and then was, vindicated and
Very
like
much so.
that. And he's just been awesome. And then, they redraw the congressional districts. Now he's got to go up against Jerry Carl, who's been the historic congressman down there in South Alabama. Barry wins that one.
Yep.
And again, he's been consistently that guy. He's one of the first guys to back Trump in the nation.
I think he was the first public.
Yeah.
I mean, Barry's always had no one's going to get to the right of him in a primary.
Yeah.
Somebody might be as conservative, but you got to find some really far right person and outflank him.
Right. Yeah, well.
Agreed.
Like, we're going to ban OnlyFans for all you whores. You're making too much money. There are a few people in Florida running like that.
Definitely should syntax for sure.
Yeah, just syntax.
Yeah, syntax.
I mean, there you go. Always works for cigarettes.
Anyway, we'll be right back after this.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
This is an SRN News special report. I'm John Scott. President Trump made a long-awaited endorsement in the Texas Republican primary runoff. The president endorsing Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, supercharging his effort to oust incumbent Senator John Cornyn. Paxton and Cornyn qualified for the May 26 runoff after a May 3rd primary. Although the four-term Cornyn has backed Mr. Trump's agenda in Washington, Paxton pitched himself as a political warrior for the Make America Great Again movement. The battle between the president and Kentucky Republican Congressman Thomas Massie will reach a fever pitch today as Massie tries to buck a recent trend and hang on to his seat in what has become the most expensive House primary ever. The president told reporters that he doesn't think Massie is a Republican. This has been an SRN News special report. I'm John Scott.
There's a moment nobody talks about with weight loss. It's the moment it stops working. The diet that worked before doesn't. Eating less stops moving the scale. That's not random. When your body's under stress, it slows your metabolism. That's why quick fixes eventually fail. At PhD Weight Loss, they focus on restoring your metabolism. And right now, when you call and mention Mike G, you'll get 2 free weeks and they'll pay for the cost of your food. Call 864-644-1900. That's 864-644-1900 or visit myphdweightloss.com.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network. Brought to you by Montgomery Paint and Body. From little fender benders to total body repair, MPB will fix it good as new, maybe better. For 4 decades, the Turner family has been getting you back on the road. Call 279-7325.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. It's a standard summertime forecast, except it's not summer yet. Good bit of sunshine mixed in with a few clouds. You'll feel the humidity with a high temperature up to about 90. Tonight, slow down to about 68. Then the forecast for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, very similar each day with, a sun and cloud mix with high temperatures each day right around 90 with some spotty, random pop-up showers and storms in the afternoon and evening hours. Most towns stay dry. Lows at night in the upper 60s. Not much day-to-day change, except the storms may be a little bit more numerous over the weekend. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories. The search continues for a Tallahassee man who disappeared into the water of Lake Gunnersville over the weekend. 25-year-old Jeremiah Gamble fell out of a boat Sunday afternoon and never resurfaced. At least one other person was also in the boat with Gamble. Authorities were forced to suspend the search Sunday night due to difficult conditions on the water. Montgomery police have made an arrest in connection with a sexual assault that was reported last week. 22-year-old Don Queese Calloway is charged with first-degree rape and an alleged assault that happened on May 11th in the 1000 block of Day Street Road. Calloway is currently being held at the Montgomery County Jail on a bond of $60,000. Montgomery County native Ella Langley dominated the Academy of Country Music Awards show on Sunday night. Langley won for Song of the Year, Female Artist of the Year, and claimed several other awards as well. Ella Langley was born in Hope Hull and gave her first public performance at Hooper Academy in the Student Talent Show. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
Clogged drain? Overflowing septic? Don't panic. Call the experts who've been solving plumbing problems in the river region for more than 50 years. The Tierce family's local Roto-Rooter team specializes in fast drain cleaning, septic repair, and installation. One call and your troubles are on their way down the drain. That's 272-7130 or visit rotorooteralabama.com. Roto-Rooter, always here when you need us.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name. And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Paid for by McGinnis for Alabama, 203 Investment Lane, Summerdale, Alabama, 36580.
Hillary! Hillary! I'm really feeling my pain. I sure could use a 5-point plan right now.
I'm Christina Warner McKinnis, and we all need the 5-point plan for Alabama farms and families. Better food security. They should be able to buy Alabama rotisserie chicken with SNAP benefits, not margarita mix. guide more farmers to the millions of dollars in grants they deserve, protect our farmland from China, and promote sweet-grown Alabama for tourism. We need more Alabama food on the plates of our schools and home. It's time to tell the politicians in Montgomery, same old is not working for us.
Christina Warner McKinnis for Agriculture.
I haven't asked the big guy yet, but I have a feeling he'll like the plan.
This 5-point plan is huge, very special. And believe me, I know the 5-point plan. And all the other 5-point plans are horrible, probably made in China.
Hi, this is Brendan with Royal Furniture. A big thank you to Blue Water Broadcasting for helping us launch our Alabama stores in Prattville, Montgomery, Auburn, Gadsden, Athens, Decatur, Oxford, and Florence. We appreciate your hard work and dedication. Here's to a strong partnership and even stronger results. Thanks, Blue Water.
Did you know that radio is the #1 reach platform in all of media? It's true. Call us to find out how to put radio's #1 reach to work for your business. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's news and views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Joey Clark. It's election day in Alabama. I already voted. Maddie voted. You're going to vote after the show, Byron?
Allegedly.
And we don't have a camera on her, unfortunately. But it's always great seeing Madeline Cannon with Alabama Home Mortgage here in the studio with us. Hey, Madeline.
Thank you. Hey, guys. I voted too.
Did you?
You did vote?
I did. I went first thing this morning.
Where'd you vote?
Redland.
Was it very crowded this morning?
No. Walked in and walked out.
Wow.
Took me longer to get there than it did to vote.
Yeah, me too. I was number 127 in Titus, so I felt pretty good because that was at like 10 o'clock.
Okay. So about 8:30, I was number 77, but there's 3 machines, so I didn't take a look at the other machines. But
Yeah, right after church, I was like, I'm sorry, God, I got to cut these prayers short after Mass. I got to go vote.
That's right.
And you praying in the voting booth, right?
It wasn't even much of a booth. It's like a little table partition. Like,
always
it's
wanted
not
a
even-
booth.
Yeah.
Always gets a table.
I have memories of like my mom
Kirk
taking me
and
to go
everything,
vote
right?
where it was the lever and you went into the booth and stuff.
the hanging chads.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and all these mechanical like machines, all those talk about complicated. And I guess it's only gotten worse with the digital stuff. But yeah, you know. Happy election day, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how's the housing market going?
Well, not so happy, but we are offering an awesome promotion between now and June 30th.
Okay.
It's a 1.0 buy down at no cost to you. So what that means is for those that are looking to purchase that qualify for a conventional or a VA loan, they will get to take advantage of an interest rate that's 1% lower than their qualifying rate for the first year. So what that would mean is if someone's purchasing a home and let's say that they qualify for an interest rate of 6.375% fixed for 30 years, their first year's payment, so their first 12 months payments will actually be based off of a rate 1% lower at 5.375. So they get to take advantage of tomorrow's rates today. And then at the 13th month, their interest rate goes back to the 6.375 and stays fixed for the remainder of the 29 years of that term. So it's not an adjustable rate mortgage. It's a fixed rate mortgage, but it gives you a promotional rate for the first year.
That's a pretty great deal.
With the hope that you'll be able to refinance in 12 months and never have to really take advantage of today's rate.
Right.
Well, and also, you know, we're sitting here looking at the new Fed chair and, of course, how the war is affecting just inflation, thus interest rates across the international economy, but a lot of folks shouldn't get too hung up on what the interest rate conversation is in the national media. Like, it can be more like, well, what's just my monthly payment?
Nobody goes on the car lot and says, hey, what's the interest rate for this auto loan? They go out there and they say, okay, I don't want a car payment more than $600.
Right.
Show me what I can afford. And if people kind of phrased that question a little differently on the housing side. I think people would be less concerned about going ahead and jumping in to buy. I will say, even if interest rates are to go down in the next 12, 18, 24 months, I don't see housing prices going down.
Nope.
Right.
And so, for every $10,000 more you finance, you're increasing your monthly payment by about $50 a month. Meanwhile, it's going to take you a lot of savings on the interest rate side to offset that. So I would say go ahead and get in the house you like today. We can always take advantage of a lower interest rate in the future, instead of sitting on the sidelines and waiting whenever their interest rates go down and then the housing prices go up with it.
No, say I've been on the sidelines for a while and I'm like, I don't know if I want to get pre-approved. That means I'm like, but I think that people...
It doesn't mean anything other than that you've taken the steps necessary to know that you're eligible to buy. Doesn't mean you have to buy right now.
Right, and it actually gets you in just a more knowledgeable position.
That's right, and you may not be eligible to buy. Like when we have our first conversation, I may say, look, these are, your homework. This is your marching orders. Go work on this and come back to me in 3 to 6 months, and then let's take another look. We've had several people do that with great success.
No, Eddie, you seem to agree. Like, why aren't housing prices going to come down?
Well, for one, just rates in general of labor is going to go up. You got material prices that are continually on the increase.
Sure.
Until some of that changes. And we got limited good houses. There's very limited inventory out there.
Especially existing homes.
Yeah.
Most of the inventory is new construction.
New construction.
Well, I've gotten a little insight. They're starting next week on the house finally. And the general contractor does a lot of residential stuff. And he said, the cost of materials and labor in particular, it's pretty crazy, especially when you think of it historically, like, 10, 20 years ago.
Oh, you want to see something that'll really give you pause? Look at your homeowners insurance.
Oh, good Lord. That's what's...
When they show what the replacement cost is, and you're looking at it going, I only paid $350,000 for this house. Why is it saying that to replace my house today, it's going to cost me $600,000?
Yep.
Right.
It's replacement cost.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not my plan, but I've been looking at insurance plans like that. It is insane. And so, I encourage folks to at least just get in touch with y'all. Like whether it's like a conversation starter about a refinance deal or it's about getting pre-approved or it's about what you just introduced. Like that is a great idea, be able to take advantage for a year of a lower interest rate.
Absolutely, and that's been something that's been available for quite some time, but it came with a really hefty price tag. So we're really excited to be able to offer that at no cost to the buyer between now and June 30th.
Anything else we're leaving out here?
I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but it's really the buy-down's only eligible right now for conventional and VA loans. We're hoping to be able to roll that out on FHA here in the coming weeks, but conventional and VA, if you're looking to purchase with those programs, that would be a huge savings for you.
Well, folks, y'all check them out today. That's Alabama Home Mortgage. Is the number still 567-4223?
That's it.
That's 567-4223, or you can always apply online, folks, at myalabamahomemortgage.com. There is a difference in mortgage companies. Let Madeline here, Kim, the whole team there at Alabama Home Mortgage prove that to you today. And what's number 1586368, an equal housing lender beyond work, and Alabama Home Mortgage. How are things?
The kid's looking very happy.
Yeah, school's out for summer, so my oldest is excited.
Really?
Did you do any graduations or?
No, so he just finished pre-K3, so this was his first year in a formal
pre-K3.
Yeah, a little.
He had to go to pre-K3 times.
K3.
Oh,
they call it pre-K3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eddie thought he found another one.
Yeah, I know. Wasn't just me.
Yeah. No. So we've been enjoying being outside and doing the things.
Any camping like for the summer? Summer camps.
No, he is going to start swim lessons next week, though.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
Now, we got Barry Moore coming up at 1:30.
Okay, cool.
Looking forward to talking to Barry. And, do you want to share it all? We've all been sharing, like, who we voted for.
Ooh, do you
for what particular office?
Anyone you want to share.
You feel like sharing.
I'm not going to twist your arm. You don't have to say any if you don't want to.
Governor.
Or you can say them all.
Jay Mitchell for AG.
Okay.
All right.
Very good.
All right.
Yeah.
Who else did you go with?
Thomas Tuberville?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Jamel Brown.
No, Jamel. Okay. He wasn't on my ballot today.
He wasn't on mine either.
Well, you had to pick Democrat.
I know, but I'm a Republican.
What about ag?
For ag? The female, I can't remember what her name is.
McGinnis,
yeah.
Okay, again, that's going to drive someone like Byron crazy. He can't even remember the name, just the female.
Well, I knew it this morning when I saw it on the ballot.
I didn't do this morning. I swear I knew everybody had to stop and think, oh, yeah, that's such and such. Oh, yeah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
No. Mm-hmm. What about on the constitutional amendments?
I voted yes for both.
Yeah, I did too.
So you don't.
He did.
So you think
yes,
it's
no.
fine to not be able to tell somebody who's kind of putting a lawsuit against you that works for you that I'm fixing to cut your pay if you don't put this out?
Well, I think of it as it keeps a DA from being
politically moral route.
No, from being politically influenced. Like if a DA was told, you don't bring a prosecution against this person, then I'm going to drop your pay.
You know this is America, right? This is how
judges have the same protection.
Yeah, see?
What, you like political influence with your DAs, Eddie?
I mean, I think we have enough of that as it is, right?
Yeah, just a bit.
Whatever. You guys want to take all the fun out.
Who'd you go with the Senate?
Who did you say was coming up next?
Barrymore.
Jared Hudson.
You want Jared?
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
You know what? His hair. I know. It's his hair.
No.
He has Joey hair. It's really good looking hair.
I like Barry too. I mean, I wouldn't be unhappy if
I love Barry, but
Barry was in.
Yeah, there are no wrong answers
No.
here. Like I vote for Barry, and
I
several.
think there's
others.
probably going to be a runoff in that
Brubaker
election.
said there was
definitely a runoff.
Oh yes,
a wrong answer.
there is a wrong answer.
Yeah.
Anybody who's an incumbent on the Public Service Commission, because Alabama Power's got too much power in the state,
and they've done nothing to stop it.
No, he said it was somebody voted for a gas tax.
Oh yeah, well that'll be for congressional.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The special election coming up. We got to figure out who was that. Is that the guy who?
I don't know.
Named Rhett?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
really don't. I got to go back and check.
But he used to be an Alabama legislator.
He would know.
Okay. Anyway,
No more taxes.
happy election day, everybody. Did you see, by the way?
I picked a good day to be here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, every day's a good day to be here, but
I
election
know
day.
Our days were.
Yeah. My prediction, by the way, is going to be Barry and Jared in the runoff.
I think so
In the
too.
runoff?
No,
I think
I
so
don't
too.
know.
Steve
That's just a
Strong
gut
got
feeling.
How's Joey
Alabama,
going to go?
man.
You going to vote for your brother?
Hmm?
You going to vote for your brother, Jerry?
It's like looking in a mirror. I wish. 272-922.
Send a warrior to Washington.
334-272. You mean America first public official to back Trump, Barrymore?
Yeah.
I don't know why you're doing this. I'm here for a business spotlight.
No, I'm just
You're putting me in a bad position.
I'm just messing with you. No, but there's something I wish.
These are my own opinions, not
Right.
those of AHM.
No, they're right. We should be open about this. Well, that's why we have a private ballot, but we should be open about it. Like,
Oh, I am.
yeah.
Just not typically open on the radio.
Right.
But
That's fair. Everybody else can call in and give their opinion too.
What if they don't want to?
what about
What if they
Lieutenant
don't want
Governor?
I voted for Tankersley because he's my
Yeah,
doctor.
Tankersley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solid man.
You didn't?
Well, I mean, no, but that doesn't mean anything.
Means he didn't get your vote?
No.
If it comes down to one vote, we know who to blame.
Yeah, we know who we're going to. Yep.
Oh, you voted Tankersley too?
I haven't voted yet.
Oh, okay. Well, so you can still be swayed.
Don't tell me you went with Wadsworth.
No,
Oh, okay. Okay. That's good.
I went with Wes Allen.
Oh, Wes. Nice. Very nice. I don't know who's going to be. That'll be a runoff because how many people there? I think it'll be John Wall and somebody else. Maybe it's
Yeah.
Wes.
Yeah. Well, Barry, if you're listening, my husband voted for you, so he offset my vote for Jared.
272-9228. But how about this? And I don't know, especially with two folks in the real estate business or in parts of the real estate business. Did you see what Governor DeSantis is trying to do down in Florida?
The free state of Florida, what's he doing?
Let's listen in.
You have to do it by probably the beginning of August for sure. I think we'll do it in advance of that, but it's got to get printed on the ballot, and so the deadline would probably be the end of July, but I'd like to do it before then for sure. But now that we've got the maps done, now that they have a budget outline agreed to, they still got to go and do and color in some of the lines there, but really the property tax is what we have to do, right? And so now the negotiations are going to get a little bit more real. I've got a number of ways to do it because, you know, I get asked questions and they're good questions. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm a homestead, but should someone from New York be able to move the day after the election? All of a sudden they don't pay? I think they should pay for a time, right? I mean, like, why would we want to incentivize? And so you have these helping out local governments in the transition period. I'm for it. Rural governments, school districts, all these things. We've got a massive surplus in Florida. We're spending less money this year than we did last year, and less money last year than the year before. We've paid off 50% of the state's debt just in my 7 years, 180 years of a state, all the debt accumulated, gone, half of it in 7 years because of good fiscal stewardship.
So that's a governor of Florida saying we're going to get rid of property taxes.
Like altogether, or just lower them?
Altogether.
That would be incredible.
Wouldn't it?
Okay, so I'm also licensed in Florida. I do real estate in Florida as well. And it is not uncommon for an escrow payment on real estate in Florida, meaning your homeowner's insurance and your property taxes, to exceed your principal and interest payment.
That's so
your true mortgage payment.
Especially with your insurance. But
Yes, and a lot of people are actually, so Florida is always consistently in the top 5 for foreclosures. There's several reasons for that, but one of them is escrow default.
Wow.
Because of property taxes and homeowners insurance. Now, of course, they don't have state income tax, they don't have grocery tax, so they've got to get revenue somewhere. So it'll be interesting to see how they offset it without the property tax.
I think the tourist revenue.
They have a special
Lodging,
case with a lot of
Yeah.
lodging tax they can do, and and I think some also particular industries bring in a lot of money. Actually, like say the space industry.
Yep.
There's a lot that they are able to do that other states aren't able to do. But I just love the idea where you could actually like own your property.
Yeah.
And not have a constant
Well,
payment to the government.
I know, but the state of Alabama, you could triple our taxes. They still be the lowest in the union.
That's true. Don't even mention it.
Yeah, but still, on the property tax, they can take it back if you don't pay it. I mean, if
That's true.
It's kind of hard to see something like that when they can't legally stake a claim to it.
Right.
But anyway, I heard that, and I'm like, go Ron
like that.
DeSantis. You know, and everybody talking about J.D. Vance and Rubio for president. Let's not forget about little Ron.
He's making all
That's
the
why
moves.
I like
man.
him in Florida, where
he's
he's
making
at.
strong moves.
I think he's great, but it was just unfortunate. The last time he ran, like,
Hit a buzzsaw.
yeah, like, well, they had those side profile shots of him wearing lifts in his boots.
We love a short king.
Yeah,
We do.
That doesn't. That
Yes,
term.
we do.
I'm sorry, it doesn't make it better. You're a short king. I'm not. I'm not a king. That's. The
I
thing.
know. I just think it's funny people say that.
It is.
We do love a short king, though. Someone that's not incredibly intimidating. Someone that almost like
And there
grandfather
have been a
figure.
lot of like it's the whole Napoleon thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there could be some little guys that end up with a lot of power.
Cat Williams.
Tom Cruise.
There you go. Tom Cruise. Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Kevin Hart. I saw that roast.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I'm gonna watch it again. I about peed my pants laughing. It was incredible.
So
Incredible.
what would you consider short for a man? I'm just curious.
Anything under 6 foot.
Really?
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. Am I wrong?
I mean, I would just, I don't
the
think.
average is about.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think.
5'11", 6 foot.
Yeah.
I don't mean you're short. Right there with the rest of the averagers.
How tall are you, Eddie?
6'1".
We need to get the tape measure.
Get that tape measure. I'm still growing. More out, but I'm still growing.
I would say
That's his roster
like,
height.
If you got to be like noticeably short, I don't know, like your 5'7" territory, it's starting to get noticeable.
If you got to go to a concert and stand in your chair to see the stage, you're short.
Well, that's
Or-
like dwarf status.
Or where you're at the average of what a woman is. I'm sorry for that
5'9"?
answer, but that's a pretty
Well, I'm
good
a tall
standard.
woman, so.
Tall glass of water, are you?
Well, 5'8" tall for a woman. I think the
Hey,
average is like
5'8",
5'3".
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is taller.
Yeah.
No, so if you're a dude and you're walking around 5'5", like there's no like there could be an argument about like 5'10".
Well, you're tall. For a woman, apparently, you're tall, so that's good.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Are you 5'8" as well?
5'6" and 3/4, but
How
he's growing
dare
still.
you? I'm thinking like 5'11", something like that.
He's taking peptides,
Maybe
man.
5'10".
Oh, those
I'm
peptides
also
make
doing
you
the
tall?
bone stretching. I'm trying to
is
do
that
the
right?
Lex Maxon. Yeah, it's painful.
How long you been doing that?
Years.
Yeah.
Years.
It's going to be painful.
Real painful. Remember growing pangs when you were a
Yeah.
teenager?
Oh, yeah. Right around the shins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those were shin splints.
Shin splints, yeah.
Anyway, Barry Moore coming up here in about 5-6 minutes. Looking forward to talking to Congressman Barry Moore, who's running for United States Senate, and another guy. We were talking about this off air. That Trump's endorsed Barry Moore and John Wall and many others here in the state of Alabama, but he has done the whole "do not vote for this person" move. One guy in particular, that is Thomas Massie. And Trump was out at the construction site of the big, beautiful ballroom. There's going to be a military hospital underneath it. Something like that. I don't know.
Really?
No.
I saw that just on X.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he's going to do
There's
it.
something military underneath that.
Oh, certainly.
Locate
It's the
you
White
about.
House. What do you expect?
But here's Trump. He's fielding all sorts of questions while he's at the construction site, and Thomas Massie came up.
Meet him, and what are you seeing?
Yeah, Thomas Massie's a terrible congressman. He's been a terrible congressman from day one. Dealing with him is just horrible. I don't think he's a Republican. I think he's actually a Democrat. He's not a libertarian. You know, sometimes they say...
Yeah, he kind of is.
He's really a Democrat. He votes against us all the time. He voted against the border wall. He voted against men playing in women's sports. He voted against transgender for everybody, the mutilization of your children.
You mean he voted against a huge omnibus bill that upped the debt even more, Mr. President?
He voted against, again, open borders. We have the best border we've ever had right now. Nobody's coming in. I mean, a report just came out. In the last 11 months, literally nobody has been allowed into our country illegally. We're taking people legally. They go through a process. But nobody's come into our country. But we've taken out hundreds of thousands of people. We had 11,888 murders. Many of these murders allowed into our country from prisons. They were in prisons.
Right.
Many of these people killed more than one. More than 50% killed more than one person.
See, but this is just so classic Washington. If you don't vote for a big omnibus bill, then you're against all the great things packed inside it. And I'm like, I hope Massie wins. Seriously.
Too, but I don't think he is.
I don't think he will. I agree with you, but I hope he does.
And they can kind of spin this all the way, every way they want to. This is, in my opinion, about the Epstein stuff still.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perhaps. Well, the way Massie definitely handled it. Yeah. Just a bit. Anyway, we have to hit this break. We'll be right back with Congressman Barry Moore, candidate for United States Senate.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings 6 till 9 and afternoons 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Stanley spent his life in the saddle, wrangling whatever life threw at him. But nothing prepared him for the fight against low T and ED. Shane practically hunched him over. Bonbon pills just gave him a headache. He begged for a lifeline.
Well, maybe it's over.
Montgomery Men's Health said no. Medical conditions, old age, there's hope. This is about real treatments. Science, not one-size-fits-all guesswork. Montgomery Men's Health was designed for men who hate going to the doctor. Personalized plans, cutting-edge treatments, overseen by an actual urologist and providers that take the time to listen. With low T and ED treatments others only dream about, we fight like hell to get you back in the saddle. Because every second you wait, your condition could worsen. Act now. Don't let time slip away. Dial 334-440-3663 or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Your consultation is only $99, including blood work. And you'll know your T level before you leave. Montgomery Men's Health. Making it happen.
A man who's done a fantastic job, Sheriff Matt Gentry. Thank you.
When Alabama families needed protecting, Matt Gentry answered the call. For nearly 30 years as a Marine, a deputy, and now the Sheriff of Coleman County, he's stood between us and danger. Now, Matt is taking that same no-nonsense approach to the Public Service Commission to stand up for Alabama ratepayers and fight back against liberal green energy agendas that threaten our way of life.
From small farms to front porches, people deserve someone that will fight for them, someone who understands them and understands their struggles. I'm Matt Gentry. I'm asking for your prayers, your support, and your vote for the Public Service Commission.
Because Alabama doesn't need more politics. It needs a sheriff. Paid for by Gentry for PSC. P.O. Box 655, Coleman Avenue, 35056.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender. This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Clark Heating, Air and Plumbing. It's time to schedule your spring tune-up with Clark Heating, Air and Plumbing. Don't wait. Schedule today. Give them a call at 334-277-2125. Alabama certification number 88007.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. It's a standard summertime forecast, except it's not summer yet. Good bit of sunshine mixed in with a few clouds. You'll feel the humidity with a high temperature up to about 90. Tonight, slow down to about 68. Then the forecast for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, very similar each day with, a sun and cloud mix with high temperatures each day right around 90 with some spotty, random pop-up showers and storms in the afternoon and evening hours. Most towns stay dry. Lows at night in the upper 60s. Not much day-to-day change except the storms may be a little bit more numerous over the weekend. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
The River Region's first and only news talk station on FM. Live, local talk. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Now, as promised, folks, we have a congressman joining us via the stream. He is running for United States Senate, and Congressman Barry Moore. How are you, sir? How you doing?
Joey, I'm good. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing very well. You know, for years I would never tell folks who I voted for, but I'm on this mood today. I voted for you. I voted for you this morning.
My friend. I appreciate that. I hope that holds true across the state of Alabama today.
Yeah, and then that's, I guess, my question. How you feeling now that it is primary day?
Yeah, really good. I just woke up, did my quiet time early this morning, had a piece, and so for us, it's the day we've worked for. We've stood on our head, as you will say, for months to be around the state between trying to vote in D.C. and do this. And so, but yeah, just a great day. The president, we did a call last night. I think he left 240,000 voicemails across the state last night. And then he and I did a kind of a tele rally to get everybody out to vote today. And I think there were over 30,000 people on there. And then he did a video this morning. We put it out. He did it last night, but to put it out to get everybody to go vote today. So we're feeling pretty good about where we're at.
Yeah, and I'm almost wondering, people ask me any big surprises, and I'll just be blunt, a lot of the conventional wisdom is there are going to be a lot of runoffs in a lot of different races. But I think a huge and good surprise in my mind would be that you win this thing outright today.
Yeah, we think, and it's like somebody told me this morning, there are no undecideds on election day. And so we think we're in a good spot. Our favorables are really high across the state. We've got the president's endorsement. We've got a record we're proud of. And so, Joey, honestly, we can get there. If people show up and vote today, there's a good chance we could do this thing. And I think there's 7 on the ballot. So it'll be a miracle, but we've seen miracles before and Barry Moore running for office. I guarantee you that.
Yes, sir. Now, I got to ask you because, I saw you run in the original Congressional District 2 and win, become a congressman at that moment. And then you beat the incumbent in the new District 1, Jerry Carl. And now the Supreme Court comes out with this ruling. And I don't think I've talked to you since that ruling. Do you think this place should be a 7-0 state, 7-0 for Republicans?
Absolutely. I mean, across the country, red states have been trying to play fair. And over the years, the blue states have been leading the charge. They're really good at gerrymandering. And we've always tried to play ball, play fair. And it seemed like what I think was fair, but we're going to end up being the victims of our own timidity, I guess. Yeah. I don't know what the issue is, but we're going to be a victim of that if we don't go 7-0, because we cannot afford to allow these states like what we saw in Virginia a few weeks ago. Literally, that was a 6 Democrat, 5 Republican state, and they literally drew it 10-1. And nobody was screaming lawsuits or racism, anything. And then Alabama comes down here and actually goes back to a 23 map and looking at a maybe redrawing a 7-0, and everybody's losing their mind. I'm like, guys, the one thing about the left is everything's about race, and they always scream racism, except when it's not convenient. Like when they were redrawing districts, it was fine. Anytime we do anything, it's racism. But I tell you, brother, communities of interest are far more important than race in America right now, and the left wants to divide every district based on race, and that's not the way we need to do it.
Now, you said there are no undecideds on election day, but say somebody's riding around, they're listening to the radio or they're catching the stream and they're going to go to the polls maybe after work, after their lunch break, something like that. They're right on the bubble, trying to decide between you and your opponents. What's your, say, final pitch to those folks?
So I think really the record, I mean, third-party score to my record in Washington, D.C. is without question one of the most conservative members in the Alabama delegation, a member of the House Freedom Caucus, and the highest liberty score out of the entire delegation. And, that's the key to me. Like when we see a criminal on the street in America, the thing we do to punish them is we take their liberty away. We lock them up. Sometimes we throw away the key. Why on earth would we elect people? I mean, there's a lot of rhetoric, but I've got a record. Why on earth would we elect people that would voluntarily go to D.C. and give your liberty away? And so I've got the highest liberty score. Of course, the president trusts me. He's seen me, and relationships matter in Washington, D.C. I can call the president. He takes my calls. And for Alabama, that's going to be big in the future.
Yeah, and what are some of, like, say, the big things you're hoping to get done that, like, when you look at the state and having that relationship with the president?
Well, I think obviously coaching the president and I all agree we need to nuke the filibuster. That's one of the things I think we need to do. I don't see, if we don't do that, the Save America Act, which I've been on since 24, been a sponsor of it. If we don't have U.S. citizens with IDs voting in U.S. elections, the left always talks about foreign interference in election, Russian collusion. And here they are literally letting people who are not U.S. citizens actually interfere in our elections. And so the Save America Act, codifying so much of President Trump's agenda before the end of his term, so the next president with a pen and a phone that might be a leftist can't undo everything the man's tried to do for the country.
Now, I've been asking a lot of candidates this. I don't want to pry too much, but I've been asking everybody this. How does the family feel about this? They've been, I'm sure, through campaigns before, but the Senate level's got to be a whole other different ball game. How's the personal side of all this going?
If you see a more family photo, there's 2 blondes and 4 brunettes. I consider myself a brunette. It's actually great. But the 2 blondes actually like politics. The rest of us don't like it so much. But they understand the calling on my life. They understand that we've been doing this because we felt called. And the Lord ever tells me I don't have to, I won't. But he told me in this race this was my assignment. And so I literally walked away from a guaranteed reelect. Well, until they redo the maps again, I guess. But anyway, I was literally sitting in the catbird seat. I could stay in D.C. forever. But that wasn't what I was asked to do. I was asked to step up and serve for the president. And that's what we're going to do.
Now, Eddie, I just turned your mic on. And my sidekick, Eddie Bader, don't have a camera on him right now, but could you explain why you voted for Barry Moore?
Well, he's a man that lived up to his word. He made a promise about skiing on Lake Jordan in the wintertime, and I don't remember the exact terminology of it, but he agreed to do it, and he did it.
He did.
Yeah, Eddie,
he did it.
I got to give it, actually, my wife,
word.
Heather, I told the guys when I went up there for that Christmas on the Coosa, I said, if I win, I'm coming back to skiing in the Christmas on the Coosa. So sure enough, I won. Heather's like, you're water skiing in the Coosa. And boy, it was cold. I can tell you.
I was about to say, goodness gracious. Well, it's best of luck today. And I really look forward to seeing you. And I would love to see that no runoff necessary, but we shall see after tonight's results. And appreciate it, Barry.
Hey, much love, guys. Y'all keep us in your prayers. Y'all be blessed.
You too. Again, folks, Congressman Barry Moore, and we will see. We will see what the result might be tonight. 272-9228. Again, if you want to get in on the conversation, it's 334-272-9228. Yeah, and like I was telling folks earlier, when it's like the tail end of these campaigns and it's election day, it's like, who are the undecideds at this moment?
They're there, man. They're about 15%, I would guess, but they don't make up their mind until they walk in.
When I say that, but it has been during this campaign cycle pretty common on every race. The undecided numbers are higher than they have been historically. Some people write that off as everybody stuck in their own curated, siloed off algorithm. So people aren't consuming the same media. And it could be something as the example I always use is all they do all day is watch woodworking and construction videos on YouTube.
Smart people.
Right. And they have the most, or all they do is watch fishing videos and making lures and stuff. How do you reach them? And I guess you try to do the direct digital marketing and stuff, but that's the new world we live in.
Evidently, they try to reach them by text.
This is the most I've ever had.
It's crazy.
And as I was wanting to cuss, as I'm getting the 100th text last night, I thought to myself, back when you were a college Republican, you were phone banking and calling all these people, not texting them.
But that was before the do not call list. Now, I'm on the do not call, do not bother me list, and these same people that put that law into effect, supposedly, are the ones texting me. Stop!
Well, I guess they're not selling you anything, right? So does it still
Selling me on
apply?
a lot of crap. How
Well,
about
we made the mistake of we bought the Trump hats.
Yeah.
And we bought
You
the
opened the
Vivek
door.
shirts.
Vivek, yeah, we're on the list.
Mhm.
Yep.
It's the first time I ever donated for anything by buying some merch.
He's going to be a great governor, though.
Yeah, I think he's going to win handily there in Ohio.
Mhm.
What? And he dominated in the primary,
Yeah.
despite some worries. So, yeah, good for Vivek Ramaswamy. I don't know if he could do that in Alabama.
You know,
be a
kind
tough
of
sell.
getting back to what Barry was saying about nuking the filibuster. Did you see where Trump supporting the guy in Texas against Corn?
Trump is now outright backing Ken Paxton.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Here.
Win, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep.
I love that.
Trying to sweep out.
I've
the
liked
old
Ken
guard.
Paxton for a while.
Trying to sweep out the old guard, man.
And people are wondering who will Paxton's opponent be? Because if he got that nod from Trump, I think Paxton's going to get over the hump here.
What's the Talarico?
Talarico.
Talarico.
In fact, I've got some clips here, and well, let's listen in. This is Ken Paxton talking to Benny Johnson, and he's asked like, "Well, what are you going to do if Talarico, who is, well, I think the guy. Sometimes I think he's a literal demon.
Yeah.
But, I mean that's harsh. I know.
No, not too far from the truth, Joey.
Yeah, well, when you talk about like you use the angelic annunciation, like salutation of the Virgin Mary, like Hail Mary, full of grace, like the very moment the Word became flesh, that Christ became incarnate in this world, God and man. You use that example from the Bible, claiming you're a pastor, to back abortion?
Nope.
How have I missed this person? Who is this?
Talarico. He's a nut
James
job,
Talarico. Well, how about before I play Paxton? Here is, since you don't know him, this is James Talarico, and this is not the most crazy clip that he's ever done, but it is. It's this. The presentation might be off-putting. I'll put it that way.
And what church is he affiliated with?
I can't even.
Church of Talarico.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, let's listen in to. This is James Talarico.
I think we have to have a real conversation within the church, within Christian communities, about what is our relationship with power. Because in my mind, as a Christian, power that is not shared is also domination. And in a democracy, it's all about sharing power. We acknowledge that power is real and that it has consequences, and we commit to sharing that together as a nation, as communities. And I think that's
the Democrats love sharing power.
where we have to strive. Theocracy, in my mind, is the most dangerous form of government, because the only thing worse than a tyrant is a tyrant who thinks they're on a mission from God. And that's why our faith in Jesus should lead us away from theocracy, away from tyranny, away from Christian nationalism, and toward a multiracial, multicultural democracy where we can all freely love God and fully love our neighbors.
That's James Talarico.
Yeah, I could have done without him.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't look like I was missing much.
Yeah. No, and it is funny, too, the whole multi-culty thing. That's not a theocracy. And we share power in a democracy. You know, it's not like we'll throw your ass in prison,
Right.
say, if you protest outside of an abortion clinic. Nah, we won't throw
And
the
we
book
all
at you.
love each other.
Yes, we do.
Right. We share power, and we get along. And,
by y'all.
right. Right. There's no, like, ill will at all. It's just a wonderful ideal. Like, you know, you don't even have to believe in Jesus.
No, let's
You
share
can
the
still be
power.
Christian. Like,
Yeah.
maybe he's just a good teacher, you know?
Oh, I'd be scared. I'd be looking up for lightning.
No, that guy, seriously, when he was on Rogan, he defended abortion by the moment that Christ is incarnate, by Mary conceived by the Holy Spirit. I'm like, that on a theological level is literally the devil himself whispering, hey, Mary, say no. And how do you think salvation history would have gone if she had said no? When the whole idea is she said yes and was obedient to God. It's just, ooh. And knowing, by the way, what would happen, knowing. Like, well, maybe down the line, at the presentation at the temple, when he's just a baby, and Simeon, who said he'd see the Messiah, says to her, you also have a sword pierced through your heart. Like, it's a beautiful and it's a fundamental part of our faith. And to see a guy claim to be a Christian say that's the example I want to use about consent
And not
and
even claim to
abortion.
just be a Christian, but to be a, quote, pastor
Yeah.
and lead everybody astray.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that.
So here's Ken Paxton. This is on with Benny Johnson. Let's listen in what he's got to say about Mr. Talarico.
Give me just a quick breakdown as to how you are going to beat James Talarico.
So I think it's, Texas is not Illinois. We're not New York. We're not California. People, he has very little accomplishment, if any, in the Texas House. So they don't really know. Joe Rogan made him by putting him on that show. That's the only reason anybody knows about him. But they don't really know his views. So if we have the resources, which I expect that we will, to expose his record and expose what he actually believes with his own words, talking about God being non-binary and having strange views about marriage and abortion and thinking men should be in women's sports. Those are not Texas views. And if they're highlighted, we will for sure make sure that James Talarico is not representing Texas. It would be a complete disaster. If Texas lost to James Talarico, I would say this country is in severe trouble. I do not think we are there, and I do not think Texans will vote for that guy, knowing what he actually believes.
Yes, so you bring up a great point, and we've played so many of these clips, and there's a new one every single day of the obscenity of James Talarico, not just the insanity, but the true hedonistic blaspheming of Christianity from James Talarico. It's not Christianity, it's the opposite of Christianity, saying that God is non-binary. That's not true. That's not what the Bible says thousands of times. And then talking about the way that Jesus would embrace trans people. Jesus is here to uphold the law. Jesus is here to perfect the law. God says, I maketh you man and woman. It's like insane. Using Mother Mary, as you said, to advocate for the murder of children, saying that Mother Mary didn't have consent from God to birth Christ. This is what he's saying. These are the points he's trying to make. Anyway, that's that's whatever that is. It is the opposite. It's not Christianity. It's the opposite of Christianity. It's anti-Christianity. It's anti-Christ. Yeah, how would you define his theology?
Not Christian. I anti-Christian. I'd have to say anti-Christian. He claims to be a pastor. This is what's so dangerous about him. That he is convincing people, he's like a false prophet, convincing people that he's a Christian pastor. But everything I hear from him is far from the gospel of Jesus Christ as could possibly be imagined. I know that there were references in the Bible about better to have a millstone thrown around your neck and you drop to the bottom of the ocean than to mislead the children. And this guy is misleading people in Texas about what Christianity really is about. There's no doubt that any mainline Christian pastor would disagree. Any mainline Christian theologian would disagree with his presentation of what he claims is the gospel. It is antithetical to the gospel, what he is preaching, and it is dangerous for people to not understand that. Hopefully, we can make that real. We can make it clear that he is deceiving people about what Christianity really talks about.
It is an interesting time where more and more folks from all different sides are being very vocal in politics about their Christian faith. And there are times where on the right and the left where there's a sense about it where I'm like, I don't feel comfortable about the way they're going about this. But there's also, you would expect this. If there is this resurgence in belief and faith and public showing of it and testimony to folks, you're going to get the response. It always happens that way. That there are going to be people that try to bring you down. And forces it'll try to bring you down.
It just seemed like that guy was just constantly looking for answers from man and himself, people, as opposed to God. And I agree with everything that Abbott said. It just seems Paxton, seems to run counter to everything that seems right.
Anyway, we got to hit another break. This part of the program brought to you by Pest Pro Services, and they're at Pest Pro Ashley, and that great team are ready to help you out with any and all your pest control needs. Say you've got a particular problem with, say, fire ants. Like the dogs are getting into them, or the kids, God forbid, get into them. You don't want that. It's one thing for you to step in some and ow, whatever.
You ought to know better.
Right. But a kid playing around in the back and could get really eaten up.
Or you get on the dog comes in the house, you didn't even think about it, now you got fire ants in your house.
Yeah, that's no fun. Or it could be, well, you just need a great local pest control company that really knows what they're doing. And I was talking about this earlier in the week. What's a great measure of like a company and how good they are? Growing success.
Yeah.
Like just start with 2 people, and now I've lost count of how many employees they have. And need a brand new headquarters.
Yeah.
And like, we have trucks that
Beautiful
are going all
trucks.
around the river region. It's like this on its own shows you just how good they are. People are happy with their services. They do a great job, and they're great local folks, always giving back to the community. So whether you're looking for basic pest control needs or termite protection, inspection, mosquito protection, or some particular problem, fire ants, wasps, whatever it is, Pest Pro Services can help you out. So y'all check them out today. You can always go to ppsriverregion.com or just search Pest Pro Services on the Book of Faces or call them direct at 265-9990. That's 265-9990. And be sure to tell them that Joey, Eddie, and the whole gang sent you.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet store.
I suffered with plantar fasciitis for almost 20 years. I would try drugstore insoles and supports.
If you suffer with plantar fasciitis, we know the search for pain relief can feel like a hopeless ordeal.
I've been through surgeries, foot injections. I thought that foot pain was going to be with me for the rest of my life.
At the Good Feet store, we hear stories every day of all kinds of cheap inserts, expensive shoes, and other failed remedies people have tried that just didn't work.
I was trying all different things. Not a single one worked. And then I was driving past the Good Feet store, and I thought, why not? Give it a try. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet. Then it was like, okay, this is different. These make a difference.
I'm so glad I met Good Feet. That changed my life.
Don't lose hope. Give the Good Feet store a try.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
This is your roving reporter. Today I'm talking with a prospector.
That's right, man. I'm prospecting for gold. You dig?
No, but it looks like you do.
And you know the first thing I'm going to do when I strike it rich?
What's that?
I'm going to hire David Ernest to be my money man.
You mean everyone's favorite asset preservationist?
That is correct, man. I'm going to call him up at 833-596-7233. 833-596-SAFE.
You know, I've heard a lot of good things about David Ernest.
You know, he's the best money man around with over 40 years of experience.
Experience is necessary, especially when you're digging for gold.
That's right, man.
And I can see that you don't have very much experience.
What do you mean, man?
Well, you have the little plastic bucket and shovel like a kid would take to the beach.
Yeah, man. Well, I want to start out small and then kind of pace myself up until I strike it rich.
Well, maybe you should call David Ernest first.
You think he's got a shovel?
Never know till you ask.
I dig, man.
2026 marks 60 years that hope has had a home in Alabama. At the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches, children who've lost everything through no fault of their own have found something priceless. A safe place to live, a loving Christian family, and the chance to simply be kids again. Here, boys and girls grow up surrounded by care, guidance, and faith, learning right from wrong, learning responsibility, learning they are valued and that their lives have purpose. As the Alabama Sheriffs have believed for 6 decades, it's easier to build boys and girls than to repair men and women. These former ranchers are now teachers, parents, business owners, and leaders, living proof that love, structure, and faith can change a life forever. As the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches celebrate 60 years of serving Alabama's children, you can help ensure the next child has the same chance. Learn how you can make a difference at alabamasheriffsyouthranches.org. 60 years of building lives, and we're just getting started.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
Live, local talk. The River Region's most trusted voice for news and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
back. Jason's been holding forever.
Yeah.
Let's go to the phones, talk to him. Hey, Jason, how you doing?
Good afternoon, Joey. How are you?
Good. Good to hear from you, man.
Good show this afternoon. First off, the Barrymore interview, outstanding. Good luck to him and all the other candidates for him this afternoon. I just wanted to call in and let you know at my polling precinct, we had about 200, probably 230 turn out to vote. But here's why I'm calling, Joey, is if anybody else can verify this at their polling district, normally when I show up to vote at my polling place, I have inundated with a bunch of campaign volunteers trying to get me to know about the candidates. Well, today at my polling place at the Haynesville Road Community Center here in West Montgomery, there was no volunteers, nobody pushing, no Democrat side, no Republican side, pushing information on a candidate. And I thought that was kind of weird. Has anybody noticed that anywhere else within the city?
I think that is allowed, but it has to be a certain distance from the polling place.
Yeah, it's got to be, I believe it's like 100 feet or more, but I mean, there was nobody. Normally there's like tents out on the side of the road before you even pull in.
Yeah, there were only two fellas for one particular candidate at my polling place. You're right, there wasn't much activity in that regard.
And I kind of wonder if this is looking at what we just came off with the rally this past weekend at the Capitol. What is your observation of what are we looking like? Is this going to be a big backlash for the Democratic Party? Is this going to be a flop for them after this rally when everybody shows up and they go towards Tommy Tuberville and Barry Moore and all these other and turn away from the Democratic Party?
I don't know if I would put it all in that rally, but I'd say the rally is a symptom of a longer-term rot for the Democrats in Alabama. And, you know, I don't want to give them advice on how to improve, but I've been saying for a while, we're seeing the death of liberal boomerdom, and then there's a particular set of people who have been in charge of the Democrats in Alabama for a long, long, long time, and they've been doing things a certain way, and perhaps folks are just over it. Like, there's going to be always those heated, supporters, that base that they're still playing to, but the vast majority of folks don't see a lot of options. That'll be beyond just the Democrats. Like, what will the general turnout numbers be? And that can be the larger threat of what's going on with our state, with our city, this whole area. How excited are people to actually get out there and vote and do their civic duty?
Exactly, because normally primaries, I think, turnout statewide is usually in the low 30s, 40s.
I think it will probably be like 25%.
Yeah, it'll be in the mid-20s.
That's pitiful.
Oh, it is.
And then the runoffs are even worse.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to give my 2 cents about what's going on in my polling place, and like I said, I hope people call in and tell about what's going on with their polling districts as well.
Well, I appreciate it, Jason. Great hearing from you, man.
Take care, Jason.
Take care, guys.
Thanks, bud.
There were some volunteers at mine.
Okay.
In Elmore County.
Yeah.
Stumping for Desiree Lewis.
For Desiree?
And Nick Carter.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, there were some at Eastmont Baptist there on Atlanta Highway, but they didn't even try to talk to me. I'm like, what, am I being racially profiled?
Why would you be racially profiled?
I don't know. They didn't have anything.
Straight dim.
You think I'm straight dim? I was going over this early with Byron.
Straight about that, dude. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Right. Thank you for that. That fruit cake over there.
Yeah. No, I don't think we had anybody in Titus, but there were signs. I remember that. There was like 50 yards of signs of everybody's name.
Well, people certainly can't say they forgot, like I said,
Oh, that's
the
for
text
sure.
messages. I mean, I'm still getting them.
Me too. I just got one a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
And the folks who took me seriously, I just got to get over that. Well, you ain't going to go vote? I'm like, no, it's a figure of speech. They're just driving me up a wall. Gum.
But you brought up a good point. Quit bugging me with these stupid texts. Right. I'm going to vote anyway, Mama. Stop.
Right. Anyway, we got to hit this break first before we hit the top of the hour break. This part of the program brought to you by Josh and Leslie right there at Dillon Rings. And guess what they put out on the Book of Faces today?
They voted.
They voted, very proudly voted.
Yes, they did.
So they're wearing I voted stickers. Very
I was
proudly
hoping I
on
was
their
going to run
staff
into
shirts.
them. They're at my polling place.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They're good folks.
They are good people.
I had dinner with them the other night. Good
Did
people.
you?
Good
Yeah.
folks.
Good
They're
folks.
awesome.
Made some Mexican food. It was very tasty.
Oh, I see your necklace. They highlighted that on Facebook.
Oh,
I saw that.
It's pretty,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and they made this custom-made pendant, a Sacred Heart pendant, and he did great work. And whether you're looking for custom design work or you're looking to buy something they have currently in stock, they're easy to work with, especially going through the custom design process with Josh. It's so cool to see it like, okay, we're just sitting there and he's doing like a rough sketch as I'm talking about it.
Right.
And then it's like he does a full artistic rendering. I'm like, well, let's change this, let's do this. And then it's like you get to the point of the CAD drawing. So you see the exact dimensions of it, the exact materials you're going to be using, and then he makes it come to life. It's pretty cool because we started from just like some rough, like old sacred drawings that go back a few centuries. Like, okay, let's kind of start here. What can we do in terms of jewelry with that? And so, folks, I'm lost for words. He's just that good.
He's a real jeweler. He's not somebody who just sells jewelry.
Right.
He makes jewelry.
Like, it's incredible work. Incredible work. So y'all get by Dylan Reese. We'll tell you a little more in the next hour about him, but just stop by 119 Brown Springs Road and, hey, show up with your I voted sticker, and they'll be right there with you. We'll be right back after this.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm John Scott. Russian President Vladimir Putin is now in China for meetings with Chinese leader Xi Jinping. The visit comes less than a week after President Trump wrapped up his own trip to Beijing. Putin's two-day visit likely to be closely watched as Beijing seeks to maintain stable relations with the United States while also preserving strong ties with Russia. Authorities say a Romanian F-16 jet belonging to NATO air policing forces in the Baltics have shot down what is believed to have been a Ukrainian drone. It happened over southern Estonia, the latest in a string of incidents in recent months in which Ukrainian drones aimed in Russia have crossed or come down in NATO territory. And former L.A. police detective Mark Furman, who was convicted of lying during testimony at the O.J. Simpson murder trial, has died. He was 74. This is SRN News.
I talked to a lot of great companies. Very few of them actually literally surprised me, but Fellowship Home Loans sure did. For over 20 years, Mike and Brian and the team there have been helping families do something most people think is more complicated than it has to be. Get into a home, lower their rate, or tap into equity they didn't even realize they had. Everything at Fellowship is done in-house. One roof, one great team, all with a servant-led mentality. From your first phone call to closing, you're going to get people who know you by name. They'll know your situation. They treat you like family. They're also offering a free mortgage checkup right now. Don't miss out. Rates are lower now than if you purchased or refinanced your home in the last few years. Many Fellowship customers are saving hundreds of dollars a month when refinancing, and there are no payments for 2 months. Go to fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G, fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G, or call 800-510-MIKE, 800-510-6453. Fellowship Home Loans, mortgage lending by the book.
Nationwide Mortgage Bankers, DBA Fellowship Home Loans, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 81938.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Truckers, listen up. A $2,500 sign-on bonus only at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Work for a company that puts God and family first. 855-777-9785. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. It's a standard summertime forecast, except it's not summer yet. Good bit of sunshine mixed in with a few clouds. You'll feel the humidity with a high temperature up to about 90. Tonight, slow down to about 68. Then the forecast for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, very similar each day with, a sun and cloud mix with high temperatures each day right around 90, with some spotty, random pop-up showers and storms in the afternoon and evening hours. Most towns stay dry. Lows at night in the upper 60s. Not much day-to-day change, except the storms may be a little bit more numerous over the weekend. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
1819 News.
The 11th Circuit Court of Appeals has ruled in favor of the Mobile Bay Keepers when it comes to legal action taken against Alabama Power. The appeals court has reinstated a lawsuit that had been dismissed by a lower court. The lawsuit was filed by the Mobile Bay Keepers back in 2022 over coal ash that was left at a closed-down power plant in Barry. Mobile baykeepers say the coal ash could allow for arsenic and other toxins to seep into the ground and surrounding waters. The lawsuit also accuses Alabama Power of violating federal regulations. The district court dismissed the case, saying that the Mobile baykeepers lack standing. However, the 11th Appeals Court disagreed, saying that the plaintiffs did satisfy the elements of having standing, that with three things: injury, causation, and redressability. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Ryan Dawson here, CEO of 1819 News. I'm also the host of 1819 News, the podcast, and we'd love for you to join us by listening to our weekly show on all the top podcast apps, both in audio and video format. At 1819 News, the podcast, we are in pursuit of a free and flourishing Alabama. Every week, we're having important conversations with guests from across this great state, all with the goal of equipping Alabamians to be in pursuit of a free and flourishing Alabama with us. New episodes are released weekly. I hope you'll join us.
The search on Lake Guntersville is entering its third day today for a missing boater. The person went missing on Sunday afternoon and has been identified as 25-year-old Jeremiah Gamble of Tallahassee. Gamble went below the water's surface and never came up. Officials say that the grass and vegetation that is growing in shallow waters in that lake is what is interfering with their progress with sonar that's being used to trace the bottom. A woman is in critical condition after being hit by a train in Irvington. Authorities say the woman was sitting on the tracks near Highway 90. She was taken to the nearest hospital. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
At Blue Water Broadcasting, we believe great advertising starts with relationships. That's why so many local business owners trust us, not just for radio, but for digital too. If you're already running digital advertising and you're not seeing results, it may be time to explore your options. Our team takes the time to understand your business, then builds custom campaigns using a multi-channel, conversion-focused approach. So whether it's digital display, social media, or you need help increasing your online presence, Blue Water Broadcasting can help. Before your next campaign, let's have a conversation. Visit BlueWaterBroadcasting.com.
Looking for a solid job with a company that values hard work? Pest Pro Services is hiring pest control technicians right here in the River Region. They're looking for someone who's reliable, punctual, customer-friendly, and takes pride in doing the job right. Pest control or sales experience is a plus, but not required. You must be insurable and able to pass a background and drug test. Pest Pro Services handles the problem so their customers don't have to, and you can be a part of that. Please do not call. Apply by visiting your website at ppsriverregion.com or email your resume to team@ppsriverregion.com.
For more than 50 years, the Tears family's been keeping the River Region flowing with Roto-Rooter. From drain cleaning to septic repair and installation, no job's too big or too messy with a local team you can trust. So when water won't go where it's supposed to, call the hometown experts who've been serving Montgomery for over half a century. That's 272-7130 or visit rotorooteralabama.com. And remember,
call Roto-Rooter, that's the name. And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Paid for by McGinnis for Alabama, 203 Investment Lane, Summerdale, Alabama, 36580.
Hillary! Hillary! I'm really feeling my pain. I sure could use a 5-point plan right now.
I'm Christina Warner McKinnis, and we all need the 5-point plan for Alabama farms and families. Better food security. They should be able to buy Alabama rotisserie chicken with SNAP benefits, not margarita mix. Guide more farmers to the millions of dollars in grants they deserve. Protect our farmland from China and promote sweet-grown Alabama for tourism. We need more Alabama food on the plates of our schools and home. It's time to tell the politicians in Montgomery, same old is not working for us.
Christina Warner McKinnis for Agriculture.
I haven't asked the big guy yet, but I have a feeling he'll like the plan.
This 5-point plan is huge, very special, and believe me, I know the 5-point plan. And all the other 5-point plans are horrible, probably made in China.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's News and Views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
He's known it forever. Okay. He's known it for, like, Eddie over here has known I've been overweight forever.
I didn't say you're overweight. You're vertically challenged.
Yeah.
I tell you, if we can put you on the board and stretch out a little bit, it'll be fine.
By the way, I don't know. Welcome back in the program, but we have Eddie Bader here, Byron Shee here, Madeline Cannon is here. He's trying to get me to come up to the lake. He keeps sending me, like, tease videos, like riding jet skis over by the waterfall.
Yeah.
What did you taunt me? Said I'm chicken or scared or something?
I don't know if I put that out there, but I did see somebody did put it out there that you were just scared to come to the lake.
I've been to the lake. I've been to your lake house.
Like one time, I mean.
Yeah, but how many times have you invited me?
I didn't invite you that one time. You showed up with somebody. So.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and you're always working on the weekend, you know.
This is true.
Except when you take that, that mental health day all of a sudden.
I feel like one of them is coming up.
He takes
you guys
those
don't
during
even
the
know.
week, not the weekend.
Yeah, I know.
Did you see our mental health thing?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is.
I agree with you.
Okay, it's a day when a friend of ours called and said, man, my girlfriend broke up with me. I'm having a terrible day today. And another friend of mine said, my day's crappy too. And I said, do what? Let's go to the beach. Let's go eat some fritters and ride jet skis.
That doesn't sound like a bad day.
It was a wonderful day. Yeah. It was the
You eat
best
some
day
what?
ever. Fritters. Like
Fritters?
Like shrimp fritters, like hush puppies, but they got some shrimp in them.
Good.
Hush puppy.
Yeah,
That
it was
sounds
it was wonderful. It wasn't crowded. Here's the one thing that I will say though that caught me off guard. I know it was the middle of the week. Everybody had a thong on.
Do what?
Everybody
had a thong
except for
on?
this guy.
And the men?
Yes.
What?
What beach were you at?
Pensacola. Lots of cheeks down there. Lots of cheeks.
Why is everybody wearing thongs?
I don't know. I felt out of place, but I wasn't going to put one on.
Is this the opposite day? Like you're saying, I don't want to put one on,
No,
but really Eddie was feeling left out?
No. I had my backup pair, but I did not put those on.
You got a backup.
He spared all the people.
I don't know that many people who carry a backup thong.
You don't carry a backup Speedo? Who don't carry a backup Speedo? Well, I'm the only guy?
Yes.
You guys are going to need it one day. You'll see.
Okay.
Don't call me for mine.
All right. No, I think you should start a small business, like where especially you take women of a certain age, down for a mental health day at the beach.
Joey, I found the bus on what is that? Yard sale stuff, eBay. I found a great bus. It was an old handy bus, so it's got seats on the front and in the back, so people can get in, get out. Automatic doors. Seats like 20 people. We could hire a driver, cruise down to the beach, party down to the beach, have a good time, and then party on back.
What was that group of ladies that you met down there?
The Ropers.
What's that?
For those that don't know, there used to be a show called Three's Company back in the day, and Miss Roper used to wear
Summers?
Yeah. Well, she used to wear a big, was it romper, big thing, moo whatever, and
Those
a lot
are
of
two
these,
different things, romper and a movie.
well, a lot of women get together nowadays, and they dress up like Miss Roper, and they go out together. And I ran into a crowd, and it was
And you
wonderful.
were smitten. You were
I
talking to
was
them for
very
like 20,
smitten.
30 minutes, right?
I was very smitten.
I'm just saying this is his clientele. You could do themed mental health days.
Oh, that would be fun.
I'm trying to help you here.
I think I like where you're going with this.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
write this down.
What do you think of this, Madeline?
I mean,
Be honest.
I've never had a mental health day. I'm not sure.
Ooh, let's go have one.
Well, I
Just
wrote
let me
him
know.
a prescription on the day after he told me this.
Oh, shall we talk about that prescription?
Yeah, no, do you still
Okay.
got it?
I don't
Did
have
you go
it.
to fill it at Adams Drugs?
No, I didn't. I already had those on me. But Joey, who was afraid to call in sick, said that I needed 2 testicles. This is a man who's afraid to call in sick, period.
No, because I don't get sick, so I don't want to lie.
You're not lying. You're using your mental health day.
It sounds like some feminine lie right there.
No. Mentally, you need a day.
Don't be calling it feminine.
I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. I realized that after I said it.
But this is the same guy who would pull up at Hyundai, literally drive 45 minutes to an hour to work, and then call in sick when I got to the parking lot and go, I'm out, man. I just can't do it this morning. I'm out.
Man, you should have decided that before you burnt the road up.
Well, you know.
Especially now with your $4 gas. Yeah.
409.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm not questioning you, Madeline, but I'm going to stick to feminine because I think this, like that term, mental health day, like started when the women took over the HR and the corporate offices. Like,
No, that's when things went to crap. You couldn't have magazines no more. You had to be nice to people.
Man that took a mental health day? Yeah, which guy got off the assembly line in Milwaukee at the hammer plant?
Yeah. Guys, I can't go to the coal mines today. I need a mental health day.
This well's not going to dig itself with you taking a mental health day.
I think I need a mental health day. We're building liberty ships. We have to go fight the crowds.
Dude, it happens sometimes. I know that we are better for it. I know we've become much more productive this week because of that.
Well, just call it a vacation day. It sounds better.
It does. A lot better. Thank you.
A reset.
All right. It's just the way you phrased it, Eddie. And I've been getting on to this guy that he's getting catty. Like you put a wig on him, he's like somebody's aunt.
The mean girl has come out in me many a time.
It's
I don't
true.
like it.
It's true.
I do not like it at
Your
all.
alter ego, Edith.
He's got a moo-moo. I give it to you somewhere.
Okay, can we go back to that? Y'all said that a romper and a moo-moo.
Yeah.
Two different things.
Okay, the romper
is like when the pants or shorts are connected to the top. So,
Oh,
it's
so like
it's a
overalls
jumpsuit.
that are short.
Well, yeah, but they can be long pants. It's just like a jumpsuit.
Okay.
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 A moo-moo is like, like an oversized, flowy dress.
Okay.
Think like nightgown.
Yeah, okay, then this was definitely moo-moos.
Okay.
This was definitely moo-moos.
Yeah.
But they had their orange wigs on and their big glasses.
Oh, wow.
I'll show you a picture. They were a fun party group. And I guess it's all over the U.S. Women are getting together and doing that, dressing up as the rompers.
Moo-moos at Walmart's, rompers at Target. Got it.
Probably more like it, yeah.
Rompers are logistically a nightmare because you basically have to disrobe
Yeah,
to go to the bathroom.
I always thought that too. That's why I
Yeah.
thought the pullover thing is the way to go. You can just ease of use.
Well, my grandfather for a while used to rock the jumpsuit,
Mhm.
but it had a front zip.
Sure.
I like the jumpsuit, man.
All my folks, overalls.
Okay, but are you one of them guys that wear nothing but underwear under your overalls?
I don't even have overalls.
Yeah, I
So
don't
my
have any
people-
overalls.
There you go.
Little boys in overalls are precious.
They're very cute.
Look, that does look like a fun crew.
It was a fun group. I'm telling you, man. I love them people.
I'm saying you could be the guy who invites people, who runs the tour.
Joey, I'm married. You can't do that kind of stuff.
She could join you.
She would make a good Miss Roper.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie now. She would be a good Miss
Yeah.
Roper. Got the right attitude and everything.
I was trying to help you, and then you jump back into the fire. Anyway, let's go to line one. You're on there. Who's this?
Oh, Chicken Man.
Hey, Chicken Man. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. All right, I can make all this quick. I'm like a lot of other people. We're we don't totally believe in all of Trump's policies, but I'm a big Trump supporter, and I know he's doing good. He's definitely doing 10 times better than Biden. Anybody could have done better than Biden, I believe.
Agreed.
I just keep wondering, how President Trump and his administration can improve and even go over and beyond where we're at now.
Oh, there's always room for improvement.
We can start with the real estate market.
Yeah. Start interest rates.
Or
Yeah.
gas.
Or gas.
Yeah, like gas prices,
This is the best economy we've ever
No, I
had.
do have to give
peanuts.
I do have to give Trump credit, like when he was that clip of him in front of the construction site with the ballroom. When he's asked about Iran, he goes, "Look, it may not be popular, but we got to do it." Like for a politician to say that, yeah, it's probably not popular. I know the gas prices suck, but we have to do this.
But I'm tired of the threats. Just go on and do it.
But when he says he doesn't even think about the gas prices,
Of course he does.
he shouldn't have said that.
Probably not.
That's,
It sounds out of touch.
yeah, we all think about the gas
Yeah.
prices.
Well, y'all just mentioning that, like I said, the Iran, you can just imagine, all the Democrat, past presidents, they're just in envy, that they couldn't do what he has, made accomplish, he done.
Oh, I agree with you there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he changed the game.
Well, y'all have a good day.
Appreciate it, Chicken Man. Oh, yeah, there's no doubt. And even haters, like Trump haters, have to now admit, he changed the game.
Well, several of them have come
Completely.
out and said, "Oh, okay, he was right about this." They always give him just little tidbits. Yes, he was right about the border.
And apparently the big announcement today is they expanded TrumpRx, where you can now get 2 testicles from there. But they expanded TrumpRx, to hundreds, if not thousands, of more of drugs.
Yeah.
And Mark Cuban joined them.
Really?
Yeah, and at one point they're like,
I didn't think they got along too good.
Didn't this guy support Kamala?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, everybody makes mistakes.
Nice.
So you're starting to see people kind of come around with a lot of, and honestly, Trump is not. This is why Mike Pence is very upset about the direction of populism in the Republican Party. Because Trump's not this ideological Republican.
By no means.
At all. He's more like, let's make a deal, let's get stuff practically done sort of approach. So, yeah. Anyway, Trump.
I feel like he's that parent that keeps telling the kid, get down, get down, get down, get down. and you don't do anything, you just let them keep doing it, and they're not going to listen to you because it's just empty, veiled threats. There's not going to be a spanking. There's not going to be timeout. There's not going to be, that's how I feel like this conversation's going with Iran. It's like, oh, you better do this or else. Okay, are we going to do something or not?
Well, Trump said they were literally an hour away from a massive attack, and then Saudi Arabia and a bunch of the Gulf Arabs contacted and said, no, we've had a breakthrough. And the Saudis earlier in this whole thing were saying attack more. They were,
Well, it seems like they're just bluffing for time.
I thought the same thing. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It also could
Not
be
that I want to see World War III break out. I'm just saying.
Well, it also could be that you've got certain people there in Iran who actually have big titles and stuff who want to see this over and say, no, we'll not have a nuke. And then you've got these hardliners that all of a sudden have a certain violent veto power over them. And it's just like, okay, well, I guess you got to kill more hardliners. Well, we'll see. Anyway, let's go to Papa B. Hey, Papa B, how you doing?
Yeah, I think if you put a wig on Eddie, his alter ego would be Aunt Esther from Sanford and Son. Probably.
Hold on, he's answering another call here at the moment. Papa B said if you put on a wig, your alter ego would be Aunt Esther from Sanford and Son.
From Sanford and Son. She was a good one. She was a good one.
See how excited he is?
She was, I like her.
Every day is Mental Health Day at my house. I don't know what this big deal is. We celebrate Mental Health Day every day.
Especially around 5 o'clock.
What is wrong? These people have gotten soft now.
It seems like you're a little jealous. I got to be honest.
Yeah,
I think
I
came up with it first.
I'm such a hard guy over here.
Yeah.
You want to be honest about it? Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. That's all. So anyway, yeah, this Iran thing, well, kind of interesting, I mean, it just looks like they're close to a deal, and then all of a sudden something scrambles up. I guarantee you that there are some back channels going on that are telling some of the Iranians in charge, don't make the deal. They cannot afford to have Trump make a deal, dude. They can't afford to have Trump win on anything.
Sure.
That just would be disastrous, politically and otherwise.
Especially this.
But then there's, of course, people that live in the real world and are like, dude, we're dying out here.
Yeah.
The Chinese, everybody's like, we got to do this now. So it's really kind of, I mean, if it weren't so painful, it'd be funny. But it's painful for everybody at this point. So I don't know. What do you think, Joey? You think it's going to happen? No? Yes? Tell me some good news. What do you think?
What's going to happen?
The deal with Iran.
Yes, because that's what I've been praying for, but I don't know, man. Just sitting here, that's just a guess.
I think it's going to happen, but maybe it's not. Definitely not on Trump's time frame or ours or anything like that. But I don't think they really just don't have a choice at this point.
Right.
Except, belligerent, and that's not getting them anywhere. So, yeah, I'm looking for them to make a deal pretty quick.
Well, and I trust the Saudis and UAE and other Gulf Arabs as mediators more than the Pakistanis.
Oh, yes, 1,000%.
So maybe there is a breakthrough.
The Pakistan.
1,000%.
So, well, what I don't understand, look, this is what I would say. I would say the UAE, Saudi Arabia, all of them say, look, we've got you this far. Y'all going to have to do the job the rest of the way. Y'all want an invasion, y'all go do it. We'll back you up. We'll get our discombobulator machine out. But y'all are going to have to do the rest of the work. Now, what's wrong with that? Why do we have to do everything? Why do we have to do everything?
But because we don't want to die.
Anyway, all right, guys. I appreciate you letting me chime in. Y'all have a good one.
Thanks, Bobby. Now, this thing happened on MSNBC the other day. It was right after Mike Johnson. Like a bunch of people spoke at that 250, rededicate 250, like a bunch of prayerful stuff. I thought it was great. And Katie Tur is her name. She's anchor at, they call it MS Now.
Oh, is that what they call it now?
Instead of MSNBC.
Or MSDNC, as Trump always calls it.
Or over the years, folks were like MS LSD.
Yes.
They're that crazy. They're on LSD. They're on acid. But here is Katie Tur reacting to Mike Johnson talking about how our rights are, well, they don't come from the government, they come from God. Listen to her question.
What about this passage from Mike Johnson declaring that our rights do not derive from government, they come from you, our Creator, and Heavenly Father? Is this him putting God over the Declaration of Independence?
Sure is. Amen.
Sounds like it.
Well, also, isn't that the whole point of the Declaration of Independence?
Yep.
That the rights are endowed by God? But even this nerd that she has on has to be like,
McKay?
Well, I actually think that idea is not wholly uncommon. I mean, the idea that we have certain inalienable rights that come from God can be read in a fairly benign way, which is basically...
Yeah, but he's going to talk about how it could be read in like a really nefarious way because we can read people's minds and motivations. And of course, it's always, you just want a theocracy. You want the Handmaid's Tale. All this stuff. But it could be, no, we actually believe our rights come from God, as it literally says in the Declaration of Independence.
They make me tired.
Don't they, though?
Don't they? Really. Yeah.
They make me chuckle. Like, that's just so... Even, like, the egghead professor's like, well, actually, that's a pretty standard reading.
Not wrong on that.
It's kind of what the whole revolution was about in a big way.
Shall we read it together as a class?
Oh, goodness. But don't you know Jefferson was a slave owner? Like, yeah. Like most people in history.
He also had a Quran.
He had a what?
Quran.
He did have a Quran. Yeah. To know how bad the enemy was.
He was first Democrat.
Well, and he had to deal with the Barbary pirates. Though politics is so politics. Like, you get into it. Like when John Adams is president, I guess he's vice president then. Adams starts building frigates, like new ships, naval vessels. And Jefferson is ripping them a new one. Like, you're militarizing, you're spending all this money we don't have, and like, we need to be a peaceful trading nation and stuff. In the back of his mind, he's like, I'm going to use those frigates. And as soon as he becomes president, he whoops the Barbary pirates, whoops them. But yeah, they learned pretty quick that what the Quran was all about. And like, when they asked, why are you doing this? We are a peaceful trading nation. We've never had any issues with y'all. They're like, well, no, we are endowed by God to enslave you because you're infidels. It's like, yeah, that is still pretty dominant in a lot of thinking, by the way, too. Sadly. Anyway, 272-9228. That's 334-272-9228. Now, there's a story that I just got to read here real quick. Somebody thought they bought a leather purse made from Tyrannosaurus Rex skin.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
Sucker born every minute, man.
Turns out it was they said it's lab-grown T-Rex leather. So it's not like they dug up a T-Rex and like they...
some pleather, man.
Well, I'll just read the story here. In early April, the Artis Zoo Museum in Amsterdam unveiled a handbag alongside a massive dinosaur skeleton, one made of lab-grown T-Rex leather. Polish fashion label Infin Levy, Levy.
Polish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Designed the bag as part of its line of experimental clothing, but it was the material, not the design, that drew the most attention. It has a character unlike anything we've handled. Dense, primal, operating on its own logic. What ad firm wrote that? But what exactly do they mean by T-Rex leather? Well, dinosaurs died out about 66 million years ago. In the 1990s, the film Jurassic Park sparked a global fascination with dinosaurs, and of course, researchers have consistently said, no, Jurassic Park couldn't be real. DNA breaks down over time. Why are you chuckling?
We've seen the purse.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Really? Okay. Somebody needs to find her, and let's get her ATM card number, because we can make a lot of money off this girl.
So lab-grown leather represents a relatively new area of biotech. Researchers aim to create a material that, with properties similar to traditional leather. To produce the Amsterdam handbag material, scientists used the discovered protein fragments, be they actually from a T-Rex or not, as their starting point. They then used artificial intelligence to reconstruct a complete protein sequence. Researchers based the framework largely on chicken proteins.
Yeah, there you go.
So how much did somebody pay for this? Like,
I think I read $600,000.
$600,000? Yeah. You paid $600,000, and it isn't even real chicken skin. Lab-grown chicken skin.
I don't know. Chicken skin. They got to do something with all that chicken. We're eating a lot of chicken. What are they doing with that skin?
No, it is crazy that wings now cost more than like good whole chicken.
Throw them away.
Yeah, and then it's gotten to the point, and I think they're tasty too, especially when it's fresh. It's an appetizer at a great restaurant, like chicken skin, like fried up.
Oxtail.
Really
oxtail
tasty.
one, Joey. They used to literally throw the oxtail out. Now an oxtail will cost you about $30.
But somebody made a bag out of it, put it next to a T-Rex, and someone's like, "Yeah, I'll pay a ridiculous amount of money for that."
Well, they shouldn't be upset that it's fake then.
What was the last line? It defies logic. Sure does.
It sure does.
You can't with some
Okay, am
people.
I the only one
Can't with some people. Yeah.
who wonders, like, they have hundreds of these dinosaurs and they know exactly what they look like, and this one had this many wings and this many, and nobody's got a picture of said dinosaurs, but they know how to reconstruct these dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I
agree. I'm with you. I think like they're finding actual prehistoric skeletons and stuff, but this whole idea that when you have the
My
Morgan,
boys love dinosaurs.
Oh, sure.
And it just pains me.
Like
It is kind of impressive that they can at least
I mean,
erase the
it's
bones
fine.
the way they're
It's fine.
created.
We do dinosaurs, but I put them in the same category as mermaids and stuff.
Oh, so you don't believe in dinosaurs?
I really don't.
Okay.
You don't think the skeletons are even real?
No, I'm not saying they're not real. I'm just saying that how do they know that they were the creatures that they say
they are?
Oh, I think that's a fair question. Yeah, I really do. I'm with you.
I mean, how do we know that this particular bone came from a, quote, stegosaurus and this one's from a pterodactyl? I can name all of them. My boys love them. love them. I've got every kind of dinosaur there is to have.
Yeah, my niece Lucy at the Nashville Zoo, they have the big dino presentation. It's like these impressive animatronic, like Brontosaurus, and she loves them.
Well, Mark Cumbie says we've never seen a dinosaur skin, nor have we ever heard a dinosaur scream. So I don't think we ever have, really. How do we even know they made that noise?
No, everybody's worried about aliens and all. We need to really get down to the bones of the dinosaurs.
Yeah, no, like the last time I watched like a Morgan Freeman documentary or whatever, I'm sitting there looking at this. I'm like, how do they know this?
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
How can you recreate something that nobody
Well, especially because it's changed so much. When I was a kid and loved it like your kids do,
Yeah.
it's changed so much.
Let's just get to the physical of it. If Joey were to die right here, his bones would be
In a
pretty
pile.
much piled
In a
together.
pile.
And it's
So
a
you'd
big
be able to
jigsaw
put
puzzle.
those together.
And I figure that's how they're doing it.
So long as they're not commingled,
Yeah.
they should be able to realistically
I would
put
think.
them together to some degree to make an
From
outline. of this-
billions and billions and billions of years ago. I just don't believe it.
Okay.
Okay. I know my kids were out in the backyard playing with the
Yeah,
little
wait till she
dinosaurs,
comes
and there's
back in, we're gonna do more
chemtrails in the
dinosaurs.
sky. Colby's like, please stop. Don't tell them that you don't believe in dinosaurs.
How about the
You know,
land
if you
before
stand
time?
very still, the T-Rex won't see you.
Okay.
He can't grab you.
And also, if you come up the lake, we have those great blue herrings. But when they fly, they look like a. They kind of look like a dinosaur bird, and then they make that noise. It sounds like a pterodactyl. It's like,
You don't know that.
well, you're right. That's what we're
Yeah.
assuming.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's all they're postulated in an informed way. Like they got their reason. And I'm not some scientist. I'm not.
I mean, I
So
don't
you
know
think
what
that
color
bird
scales
maybe
they have.
evolved from the pterodactyl?
I don't know if he did. I just know this: if you scare him, he poops about a gallon of white paint. That I do know. Yeah.
We really went down the rabbit hole on that.
No,
Sorry
I
about
just
that.
no, I just I,
sorry.
it's
You
there's
asked me
certain
what I did.
moments where he says things where I'm like, man, I'm glad he's my friend.
Just let him go with it.
I feel
That was an
special.
Eddie comment, not an Edith comment.
No, that was an Eddie comment. Poop comment, Eddie comment. Yeah.
Thong and wig, Edith comment.
Yeah. How about this? We got to hit a break first. This part of the program brought to you by Bo Goodson and the Goodson Group. And there at the Goodson Group, Bo and his team are ready to help you, whether you're looking to buy or sell here in the Montgomery and surrounding areas. And, of course, buy or sell property, buy or sell housing. And not only can they help you buying or selling your property here in the River region, Bo's been working this market for, like half a century now. They can also help you if you want to rent out your home. They have management services available for a reasonable fee. It could be a performing asset for you. Say you got to move. You got to go to a different place, but you don't want to just sell the house that why not turn it into a rental and have the Goodson Group manage it for you? Great idea in this market. So check them out today. You can always go to theGoodsonGroup.com to learn more, or just call them direct at 551-0225. That's 551-0225. Bo Goodson and the Goodson Group, great sponsor here of the program.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings, 6 till 9, and afternoons, 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Vaughan Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
Trust is the number one reason why a patient chooses a healthcare provider. Adams Drugs has been your trusted healthcare provider since 1962 and has been voted the number one pharmacy in the River region for many years. We strive each and every day to provide you the level of healthcare you have come to expect from Adams Drugs. The employees at Adams Drugs take pride in developing relationships with their patients. From making sure your prescriptions are filled correctly, to getting to know you and your family's needs, and following up on any questions you may have, Adams Drugs employees deliver top-notch service. We ask you to visit us at any of our locations in Montgomery, Prattville, Wetumpka, Millbrook, and Pine Level Marbury, and give us a chance to earn your business. You can find us at adamsdrugs.net for the location that is nearest to you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
This is your roving reporter, and today I'm talking with a political activist.
That's right, man.
And could you please explain to us your red cap with the letters MMRGA?
Yeah, man, this is my MARGA hat.
MARGA?
Yeah, man, that stands for Make My Retirement Great Again.
I see.
And to do that, what you need to do is call David Ernest,
the asset preservationist.
That's right, man. You can call David at 833-596-7233. That's 833-596-SAFE.
And I understand that's a toll-free number.
Yeah, man. Get David Ernest on the case, and your retirement will be great again.
And you make these hats?
I do. Here's a whole pile left from the last administration.
And they say CPWABD.
Yeah, man. Corn Pop was a bad dude.
And as you said, there's a whole pile here.
Well, there wasn't much demand.
I can dig it.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
A man who's done a fantastic job, Sheriff Matt Gentry. Thank you.
When Alabama families needed protecting, Matt Gentry answered the call. For nearly 30 years as a Marine, a deputy, and now the Sheriff of Coleman County, he's stood between us and danger. Now, Matt is taking that same no-nonsense approach to the Public Service Commission to stand up for Alabama ratepayers and fight back against liberal green energy agendas that threaten our way of life.
From small farms to front porches, people deserve someone that will fight for them, someone who understands them and understands their struggles. I'm Matt Gentry. I'm asking for your prayers, your support, and your vote for the Public Service Commission.
Because Alabama doesn't need more politics. It needs a sheriff. Paid for by Gentry for PSC. P.O. Box 655, Coleman Avenue, 35056.
Starting a business shouldn't feel overwhelming. At Janikin Gulf Coast, we give you a clear, proven path to ownership. You'll receive guaranteed initial accounts, local support, and the training you need to succeed from day one. For over 35 years, we've helped people turn steady careers into thriving businesses, and you could be next. Start your journey today at JanikinCleans.com.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this, listen close, you get a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. It's a standard summertime forecast, except it's not summer yet. Good bit of sunshine mixed in with a few clouds. You'll feel the humidity with a high temperature up to about 90. Tonight, slow down to about 68. Then the forecast for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, very similar each day with, a sun and cloud mix with high temperatures each day right around 90 with some spotty, random pop-up showers and storms in the afternoon and evening hours. Most towns stay dry. Lows at night in the upper 60s. Not much day-to-day change except the storms may be a little bit more numerous over the weekend. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Big dreams for your home on a tight budget? ASE's $26.26 as you covered. Unlock your home's equity with just $26 in closing costs. No fees, no headaches. Visit your local ASE branch today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 420259.
The River Region's News Talk Station. News Talk 93.1. WACV. News Talk 93.1.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Joey Clark, and just checking out 1819 News. We'll get to some of the breaking stuff there with Coach Tuberville. Judge dismisses half-baked residency challenge against Tuberville on the eve of the primary. But also another headline has my attention. People better wake up. Montgomery County Board of Education member Erika Watkins-Smith slams Mayor Stephen Reed ahead of the House District 74 Democrat primary. So we'll get into some of that stuff. But first, I want to play something I played yesterday just because I like it.
Okay.
You remember Norm MacDonald?
Yes. Love Norm.
Well, this cracked me up something special yesterday and over the weekend, and I think I might play it on a regular basis.
Churches, and especially old churches, are my favorite places to go. And, I'm a religious person, but I'm never preachy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You've gotten into discussions with people on Twitter when they will demand that you declare that you're an atheist, or right?
Yeah. People, it's very stylish to be atheist. And listen, I cannot stand preachy people. And the only thing I would say is, you can't get into heaven without Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Now, if that's preachy.
Yeah.
I love Norm. Anyway, I want to jump in on this one story.
All right.
Is it fun?
Well, I don't know, Mom. I haven't read it yet.
Okay. We're about to find out together.
Yeah, I felt like 5 years old for a second. But the Montgomery County Board of Education member Erika Watkins-Smith called out Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed yesterday on Monday for shenanigans on the radio. Before voters headed to the polls on Tuesday. Watkins-Smith's son, Austin Smith, is running in the Democrat primary against Jasmine Cremiel? Yeah, Cremiel. For House District 74 in Montgomery. Reed has endorsed Cremiel. The seat is vacant because State Rep Philip Insler is running for lieutenant governor rather than seeking re-election. Then he's moving to New York.
New York City.
Yep. But that's a great way. Like, on the way back to New York City, which I like Phil. I really do, actually. But on the way, I know you disagree.
No, you like him. I agree with that.
No, I always got along. I'll put it there. I always got along with Phil. But like on the way out the door back to New York City to live with family, how about I just run for lieutenant governor of the great state of Alabama?
One more run. Lot to be said about that.
Yeah. Anyway, Watkins-Smith responded to a radio interview Reed gave on Monday discussing the race and why he was supporting this one woman over Smith. Watkins-Smith said Reed hires people who have shady criminal backgrounds.
Hard to argue that.
Watkins Smith said on Monday on Facebook, Dear Montgomery leadership, let me say I am tickled pink on the shenanigans on the radio. There's a difference between resignation and firing. Let's check your leadership picks. You chose a police chief that was accused of sexual harassment, an IT director you had to fire because of a criminal background. You give contracts to companies that don't go through proper bid processes, she added. You hire people who have had shady criminal backgrounds and put them over departments to do your bidding. Allegedly, it appears that your executive staff gets a clothing allowance so they can look good using taxpayer money. Remember your obligation to the city and really get that crime down. You work with Republicans to slander black elected officials to do their bidding. I won't have my integrity called into question by someone like you. I stand on my integrity and my principles. Now, why don't you give it a try? People better wake up. He already told us all he has to do is smile at black folks to get their votes. Ooh.
Hey-o.
Thank God for another beautiful day, and Montgomery needs a new mayor, folks.
Can we get her a taller soapbox, please?
Now, I was talking to somebody after church. I was like, you going to go vote? I'm going to say who it is. And this person's like, oh, man, I completely forgot. Like, I'm registered in Auburn.
Get the text?
I'm registered in Auburn. And I'm like, yeah, you probably have to go to Auburn, man. And he's like, well, is it local folks? Like the mayor? I'm like, no, that's next year. It's like, yeah, that's the ones I care about. I'm like, yeah. Smart man. We need people to turn out from all walks of life here in Montgomery when that election cycle comes up. And we need a strong candidate ready to actually go. Now, last time everybody was chicken for whatever reason.
Think it's going to change this time?
I think so.
There's
All
chinks
right.
in the armor, man. I mean, you kind of said it earlier, talking about the fiefdoms and the power struggles and everything else. At some point, people just get enough of all the shenanigans and people lining their pockets and all that sort of jazz, and they want to see something different.
I agree, but I don't know if there's enough. Don't think we've hit the bottom yet. Although we had a couple of shootings this weekend. I don't know if you guys.
I think a
were
lot of people who are
aware.
very vocal about the decline of Montgomery
Mhm.
and the things that they would like to see change are not eligible to vote in Montgomery. They've moved out.
This is true.
Well, this is another thing
Very
I've
true.
been complaining about. Y'all left. We're here.
That lady's still here.
That lady's still here. No, I think a lot of folks who are still here who don't like things and they just don't go vote. They're kind of just, whatever. And perhaps it's because they don't have an option. Like you see the other options available, and God loves some of the people that have run before and ran against Mayor Reed. But
Yeah.
it's not like
It just wasn't enough to bring him out of the
it's
house.
not what speaks to a large swath of folks. And even
People
when
can't
I
be
agree with
scared
it.
to say the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And I think too many people wanted to dance around what the real issues are instead of really getting down to it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Oh, did you see, by the way, that the Congressional Black Caucus threatens to extort college athletes?
What?
I did not.
Was that in conjunction with the NAACP trying to get the black athletes to pretty much like leave the schools?
Oh, I did see that.
But on Monday, U.S. Representative Terry Sewell joined 61 other Congressional Black Caucus members to block name, image, or likeness reform, telling several conferences and the NCAA, that they will not have their support if they remain silent on current redistricting plans.
So you're just kind of threatening folks now?
Yeah.
No, you're trying to attach yourself to another group because you don't have the sway that you used to have.
Yes,
you
I got
got to
what you're
have some additional horsepower there.
Yep.
The Congressional Black Caucus believes institutions that profit from black talent and black communities and all capital B, by the way, have a responsibility to stand with those communities when their fundamental rights are under attack. Silence in the face of injustice is not neutrality. It is complicity. Yeah, but you say things, even you say things that might be supported, you're still complicit. Like, that's kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Y'all been going to that well for a long time. The CBC said that it sent letters to the Southeastern Conference Commissioner, Greg Sankey. That's the way you have to say his name. Atlantic Coast Conference Commissioner James J. Phillips, Ph.D., and NCAA President Charlie Baker, demanding immediate engagement and a public response regarding the ongoing assault on black political representation throughout the South and across the nation. And I don't think it's going to work, guys.
You don't think so?
That's a hill.
Because they did this for what? Didn't they do this like?
They've done it many times.
Like with the.
They did it during BLM too.
And but then also like the left did this with like the transgender stuff. Like wasn't there like an all-star game that got moved out of like Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they like to do this
They
sort
shot
of thing.
themselves right in the foot with that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think it has the same pull as much.
It does not.
Veneer's wearing off.
Well, and maybe we could have some grand deal. Like perhaps Massachusetts needs to let more Republicans be congressmen. And we can have more Democrats here in Alabama who happen to be black also be congressmen. We have some grand deal where the blue states get a little more moderate, and we call a truce, a grand truce on the gerrymandering. But if we're going to keep gerrymandering, everybody is allowed to gerrymander equally. Like, sorry, you don't get a free built-in advantage to the Democratic Party on the account of race anymore. No more. Anyway.
But they're still going to gerrymander.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Because it's politics.
Mm-hmm.
It's only illegal if they don't benefit from it.
Yeah, there's all sorts of ways it could be legal, illegal. What are we even talking about here? There's like,
Du jour.
yeah. This part of the program brought to you by, again, Dylan Rings. And there at Dylan Rings, Josh and Leslie Ryder are ready to help you out. They voted. So go by and wear in your I voted sticker and check out what they're selling there. They're great folks, and the inventory is fantastic, from high-end pieces to everyday jewelry. Maybe you need a starter set. You got like a little girl in your life, like a niece or daughter, granddaughter.
Great little charm bracelet.
Yeah, and you've done that before.
I have. It works out very well.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a it's a good day.
It is a good day.
It's a very good day. And it's always something to talk about later. Or it could be you want something fine. Like you've got some gala events coming up, like some balls coming up, and you want something great.
What'd you say?
Fine.
He said gala, G-A-L-A.
There's a gala coming up this
I heard
weekend.
something else, too.
You call it a gala?
I heard something else. I'll tell you later.
No, just say it.
Well, it sounded like you said gay love events and not gala events.
Gay love events.
That's what we all heard over here.
I think you're right.
Well,
They can hook you up for that, too.
yeah, I'm about to say, we're going to get some jewelry. Stop by Dylan Rings. I don't care if you're going to a gala event or a gay love event. They could help you out.
They certainly
there. They love to sell jewelry. And, of course, they could also fix up that jewelry you've been wearing all the time. It looks like you wear it all the time, but you love it. And what if it could shine and shimmer like brand new again? They do a spa treatment. Of course, they can do repair work, custom design work. They do it all. Just stop by today, 119 Brown Springs Road here in Montgomery, just off of Atlanta Highway. And be sure to tell them that Joey and the team sent you.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
Epicure and Jack's Tavern, located at 2060 Downing Street. 5 ice-cold beers, 1 bucket, $13. Anytime. At Epicure and Jack's Tavern, their beer buckets are always available. No happy hour clock required. Come in, relax, and enjoy great food with an even better deal. Epicure and Jack's Tavern. Cold beer, fair prices, no fine print. Come taste what everyone's talking about.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. The 5 things to do when you're considering selling your home. Number 1, get a realtor to evaluate your home, and that will make suggestions on updates needed for your home, painting suggestions, and staging tips to highlight your home. Number 2, along with the evaluation of the house, you need an updated market analysis that compares your house to other houses for sale and those that have sold. Number 3, do a walk around your own home to see what you could do to improve the curb appeal to potential buyers. Since research tells us that 8 out of 10 home buyers choose the house that they view based on the curb appeal of the home. Number 4, review online the houses that have sold in your neighborhood to see how yours compares with the ones that buyers have chosen. Number 5, if possible, use a CRS certified realtor in your marketplace. For other details, call Bo Goodson at the Goodson Group, 221-2883. 888-383 or 551-0225.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
Live local talk. The River Region's only 24-hour News Talk FM station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Oh, welcome back to the show. Closing things out here. What an election day it's been.
Great song, man.
You're welcome.
I've missed the jingle today. You haven't played it for me.
You want to hear the jingle?
Cue it up.
You want to hear the jingle?
Cue it up.
To Joey Clark. And his old pal, Mr. Bader.
It's
Joey Clark.
I like the one with an Eddie Bader.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Oh, there it goes.
Middays, short drive, north side, west side, south side in Montgomery.
Any side too.
It's I-J-O-E-Y, Joey Clark.
and Eddie Bader.
Byron, he needs to add you.
I know.
Nah, man. Part of the game.
People wonder why they're rumors. Let's go to Ray Bowles of Prattville Carpet. How you doing?
Now, the only way you can make that better is if you added Prattville Carpet in there somewhere.
At 3. Every day at 2:58. We can put that in there.
I can start making jingles for y'all. I got Alabama Home Mortgage Madeline here. I can start making customized jingles for sponsors.
I think you need to start making customized jingles. You did such a good job at that.
Hey,
So
Barry
I
Manilow
walked
made a
around
bunch of money with
42
that.
2 stickers on my chest. On one side, and one that said I voted. So, used to I tell everybody, I'd get a bunch of them and say, well, I'm a city council member. Let us vote in every district. This year, I'm telling everybody I have bronze ID.
I
You'd be
love
surprised how many people believe
I
this.
know. That's
I
the
love
thing.
it. Like,
They're so ready to believe that you're taking advantage of a system. Yeah, they're just ready to get you, man.
yeah, like I'm really going out and voting twice. I'm like, we don't live in California, but I am tempted to buy a ticket for this one coming up for Spencer Pratt.
Spencer Pratt, yeah.
Man. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, is it not really tempting to go ahead and just buy a ticket and fly out there and see if you could actually vote in the election? Wouldn't that be fun?
Mental Health Day. Just saying.
I'm really hoping this guy wins.
Me too.
His ads are getting better and better by the day.
Awesome ads. Yeah. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air parody you did? Awesome.
Now, that's
Oh, that
someone
was
who's not
good.
scared to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Love it.
Now, I do have one word of advice for anybody running right now. One, A, thank you for doing what you're doing. It's not easy on you and your family. It's an awful, awful thing to do. And if you win, I hope you enjoy it. Or because what's that saying? A lot of times when you win, you lose, and when you lose, you win.
Yep.
Yeah, you get in there and you think you're going to change the world and realize that you just can't move boulders by yourself. And it gets really, really, So, guys, good luck to everybody. I appreciate the fact that you're putting your name out there, putting your family out there. That just, it helps keep pushing America forward.
Amen.
Go vote Spencer Pratt in a couple of weeks.
There you go.
And if you see me walking around 2 stickers, I really didn't vote twice. It's a joke.
And be sure to call Prattville Carpet at 285-8117 for all your flooring needs.
Absolutely. We'll come out and give you a free measurement and get a new floor down just that quick.
Appreciate it, Ray.
Guys, y'all have a great day.
You too, Ray.
We'll see y'all. Bye.
Yeah. Like, we really don't have the time here. Like, Duke called us, and, like, Duke, I got, like, 10 seconds here, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I just want to say white folks don't have to apologize for being white anymore.
Right.
Really?
And
J.D. Vance gave us
So keep in mind, so therefore they've been picking on the Mexicans and the Negro ever since they've been back in the White House. So, ain't nothing new. So, see what I'm saying, though?
Not really.
That's one way to close the show out.
You know, white folks ain't no good, though. You know they ain't no damn good. Deep down, some of them.
Oh, no, I disagree.
No, we're all sinners.
I said some of them now.
Okay. On account of being white?
White folks on the road. They on the road, though. They took all the white kids out of schools and everything. And then, you know, and like I say, you don't have to apologize for being white anymore.
No, Duke, I'm cracking up because you're making Eddie laugh. He hit the table and he hit his little knuckle on the table. He hurt himself.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it did.
There's most stuff I want to talk about, you know, about Trump kicking on my boy there in Kentucky. That's one of my boys now.
Oh, I want Massie to win, baby.
Yeah, tomorrow. Call back tomorrow because
right
I want to find out if he's won or not.
Right here, man. Why are you picking on him so far, though?
Because he don't like the guy, man. He's always coming out against him.
Well, Duke, I got to run, man.
And, you know, okay.
Call me tomorrow, Duke.
I'm out of time.
Let's chat, bro.
Appreciate you. Anyway, white folks, black folks, Mexicans.
What about gray folks? Gray? You never seen nobody that's gray? Have you guys ever left the world?
Don't be talking about aliens to me, Eddie Bader.
No, this chick works at Hyundai.
Oh, well. Sure she's a chick.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusada, News Talk 93.1 FM.